the three mages that had the information about some useful information about taking down the barrier were being tortured by Welrar for that information. You were heading there, and you made the decision to cast Pass Without a Trace a little bit too late in the middle of the office complex there. And so, yeah, you're in a hallway. Two doors burst open on either side of the hallway with wizards who work for Welrar ready to attack you. Welrar's office burst open, and Welrar was in there, turned another person into a Tyrannosaur. You had a big fight. And now you're standing in this hallway. You guys are standing over Welrar's corpse. There's a couple of dead eyeball monsters here that came out of the labs, perhaps in response to one of the bad mages pushing a button, a health button. And so those monsters came out and you killed them. There was one of the bad wizards was suggestioned away by Jasper.
It was Welrar.
No, you.
Somebody else that ran away.
Somebody suggested.
Oh, I fear. It was fear.
Somebody feared one of the bad wizards.
Suggestion was great.
And she went into the laboratory, and then she came back, but you shut the door, and so she was knocking on the door, and
that's right.
yeah. So
we ended with me reanimating Welrar.
Yeah, you guys are standing over Welrar's corpse. Welrar has been reanimated.
As I said, he does not get off that easy.
And yeah, I feel like I was leaving something out, but yeah, that's where you're standing.
Mm-hmm.
So
you look terrible.
Yes, I feel awful.
Yes,
as does my friend Una.
Yes.
I'm gonna eat 7 good berries. That's a start.
You can take my 5 as well.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes, and I have one for you.
12,
one good berry left.
13, thank
I
you.
will do.
That sounds like 16
look
total
awful.
for him.
12, 13, 16 plus 3 hit points, 19.
I will do a level 1 cure wounds, and you'll get 9 points back.
Oh, thank you very much, everyone. And
So
Una
up to
also.
20, up to 28 out of something.
28 out of 42.
I think I had 10 good berries previously.
She may also need some healing.
Una's at 21 out of 81. You take the 10 good berries.
Yeah. 31.
I can cast Healing Word.
I can do. I still want to save the one because I still have 2 third levels, but I will do 1 third level cure wounds.
On Una?
Yeah. Another. So Julie, you can take another. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's almost max. 14 plus 8 is 22 plus 5, 27.
Wow. You're pretty. How are you doing?
58 out of 80.
27 plus 31, 58.
Well,
58 out of 81.
Daphne, I'm gonna give you a spell slot back.
Oh, thank
Anything
you.
shy of a 3 or less.
All right, well,
Gonna have.
yeah, then that's.
You rolled a 3?
I rolled a 3.
Yeah, you can have a third
Yeah,
level
that's
spell
great. So
slot
she'll
back.
take that right back. But yeah, almost max healing, which I think looks like her just being like mon petit. Like she's like.
You know, a little.
Oh, you too,
Aww.
with your bond.
So that guy's. So there's a mage on the other side of the door that's like still knocking.
The knocking has stopped.
Okay.
You're standing in this office hallway. Welrar's office is down the end of the hallway. Welrar is standing near Daphne, just going,
I like him much better this way.
and
Shall we check his? Maybe he has interesting jewelry. I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's time to loot this motherfucker.
And also his office.
Yes, things are about to get looted.
you can tell that the zombie is wearing a lot of nice jewelry.
Which he kept touching.
Yeah, when she was trying to use.
Yes, right by.
What would he do? I'm trying to
He
remember.
would move. He would move rapidly
disengage?
from one area to another.
It
Yeah,
was like
disengage.
She's got all the trap buttons.
Who's a good We don't have like a thief. A thief would be. Who would be good at disengaging?
Why don't you find out what he's got before you start
Okay.
splitting up the loot?
Sure.
So he's wearing the zombie is wearing 3 rings and no, 1, 2, 3, 4 rings. He's wearing 4 rings and a bracelet. So
Well, we could each take a ring.
Should we figure out? I mean,
Yeah.
presumably they have magical properties.
Yes.
I have
Oh,
I have
That
This
is
is
not
what are they?
right. This is not my
Awareness.
purview, but
you need to do something to discover things
I
about
will
things.
believe.
I can investigate them with
Okay.
Arcana.
Can I use I would like to use my my magic awareness. Can I look at them and see if those are magical objects, and does that tell me?
Okay, we've got two good things in the queue to tell you more. Magic awareness. Open your awareness. You know the location when you sense a spell. You learn which school of magic it belongs to. You use this feature a number of times. Okay, so give me an Arcana roll, Lord Hans, and
I will guide you. I
I'll
can't
give you
do
guys
it with a delay.
both answers.
What does guidance do?
Adds a d4.
Alright. 21.
Great. Well, between the two of you, you're figuring shit out about these rings.
Down.
Sorry, I didn't mean my hand gesture to be rude. I apologize.
oh, I don't know.
When I went.
No, that's.
So.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? Here we are. Okay, so one of the rings has an image of a winged foot on it, and it is of the Conjuration School of Magic. One of the rings has like an exclamation point in parentheses on it, and it has two different schools of magic coming off of it. The one that is more obvious is a transmutation. The bracelet has like a lightning bolt on it, and isn't actually radiating any particular school of magic, but it gives you a sense of speed or lightness. And the other ring has a picture of floating armor on it, and is definitely of the Abjuration School. And then another one's got an image of 2 people standing across from each other, like 2 silhouettes of another ring, and it's got an illusion school of magic on it. And I will tell you what the bracelet does, because it doesn't have attunement. It is the bracelet of disengage as a bonus action. Once per short rest. I mean, it's called bracelet of disengage, but
No, I like it.
Finish the sentence.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Once. Should I have a better name? Like
No, I love it.
bracelet of quickness.
No, I think it's perfect the way it is.
Good.
Bracelet of bye.
You can. Yeah.
Logic shall prevail.
Yeah.
We shall not marry. As a bonus action.
Once per short rest, the wearer can disengage as a bonus action. No attunement. The bracelet of disengage as a bonus action.
I don't know.
Makes sense.
It's just, yeah.
I can call it bracelet of 1/3 of cunning action.
No,
How about
it's
disengage?
I don't touch a thing. Well, so I maybe.
And then the other 4 rings require attunement, and you have some information about each.
Right.
Somebody's got to get that identify spell.
That's a wizard thing.
Yeah.
Druids can't do it.
No, it's like a nerd thing.
In the zombies' buttocks, you find identify scroll. Find 4 identify scrolls.
Perfect. Well. Okay, so I guess there's a little bit of housekeeping. Who still has attunement slots open? I've got 1.
So I've been
2.
I've been looking at I have the magic item list open here, and so Daphne, your fancy scorpion dagger. I don't think that requires attunement.
It does not. The ones that I have that require attunement, as far as I know, are the headband and the armor of
half-plated featherfall.
Yep.
And any other fun, interesting ones that you have? Items that aren't attunement?
I have like hella poison.
That's true.
And then Hassam has the Luckstone, which is attunement, the Staff of Weakened Woodlands, which he has never used, which requires attunement, and the Tiara of Whimsy, which requires attunement.
Yep.
Right?
Those are the ones he's using.
And Lord Hans,
I got 2 slots open, I think.
he's attuned to the Headband of Wisdom Protection, and then he's got other stuff that doesn't require attunement.
Yep.
And then Una has the Cloak of the Beast Speaker, which probably has attunement. The Orb, which doesn't have attunement. Short Sword of the Dryad.
Did she lose something?
She
I
had
did.
something
I
that
had an
had attunement.
invisibility wristband, and
Yeah.
It
that
had the
was
bracelet,
gone.
and it's gone.
That was attunement, but it's gone now.
Yeah.
Just
The,
cut that thing open. We'll get it back.
Right?
The
That's
ghost.
meant to be a little disintegrated, a little bit
The ghost took
acidic.
Short Sword of the Dryad and the Fang of the Deep North. I don't know if the short sword required attunement. I'll probably say no. Una, do you have any other really exciting magic items?
No.
Okay, so Una's got 2 attunement slots open. Jasper's got the +1 short sword, Pen of Life Spoon, Ring of Partial Flying. That's probably attunement. If it isn't, it is now.
That's assuming it was.
What else do you have that's fun for magic items?
That's it? I got a musket. I got a pistol. Yeah, I think it's just the ring of partial flying.
I kind of
Whatever
feel
chain
like
form.
these bracelets where you go up and punch someone and then run away. That sounds kind of like a cat. Then you go up and go and then.
Disengage as a bonus action.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That might be good for
Engaged,
you
she said.
too.
Really?
Because you can run away from somebody right next to you
Yeah.
without being provoked.
True, although in
Oh, that's
theory
true.
he's usually not up
Squishy.
close.
Hopefully.
I have an ability to divert an attack.
Oh.
If somebody attacks
Oh, you know
me.
what? He also
Because-
has Misty Step too.
But
Yeah,
I was also
so maybe-
thinking
And
that
hypnotic
maybe instead for the wizard it is the ring with the 2 people across, because that also sounds like maybe you get out of jail free, or like a
Oh,
extra person, or
alright, or the armor.
I don't
Yeah.
think you can wear armor, you will fall over.
Oh, it's
I'm
bad.
sorry,
The-
you
it's
are
probably
very
mage
weak.
armor.
The armor ring
Armor.
is
It's probably
yeah.
mage armor.
Yeah, it's probably major armor.
He should definitely get that.
Yeah.
It is.
What do we think the winged foot conjuration thing is?
I
Something
mean,
makes him move faster.
yeah.
Again.
They're all things that Lord Hans would want. But
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
any of them.
it was from a wizard.
Yeah.
the one with the armor on it is a good one for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's say that you take that one regardless.
Alright.
So the ring of
That's
floating
the
armor.
ring of floating armor.
As they're divvying up the treasure, Hassam's just like looking at his like fallen comrades, just like
But
fucking like sad and angry.
yeah.
Probably getting the wolves to like put the bodies together.
Oh, Hassan, please, may I help? These 3 fought well and saved our lives. I'm sorry for the loss of your
I can
companion.
do like just a little bit of housekeeping, but then I can tend to them as well. I think she'll do gentle repose maybe. Is that cantrip? No, it's not. Never mind, she's not gonna do that.
Nah,
I have gentle. It's ritual casting now.
Yeah.
It's
so
ritual,
maybe-
so if you want to take a half an hour to
Yeah.
help the 3 people not die.
I have gentle repose too. If we both want to do it and help 2 people.
Right.
What will it do? It will.
It makes them so they don't decompose.
Oh yeah.
That's
So they can be resurrected.
Hellsom's feelings.
So we should probably
If
But-
there is time, I mean,
We should.
we probably need to, like I said, finish it. Some of the more time sensitive things, but we will not
But-
forget your friends, and we will, honor them and their sacrifice. She says, kind of like darting her eyes at everyone else, like we gotta fucking get the rest of this done. But
Is there anything else on Welrar's person of interest?
well, if he's got it, we're going to find it later because he's coming with us. So
Oh, should we loot?
it'll be a fun
We don't
surprise.
We loot the
He's
other
this
bodies
fall.
and
Yeah.
also his office.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
see if
But-
there's a scroll of counterspell in there.
Hi. I mean, kind of.
The only one's
Besides-
the ring with the exclamation point.
Yeah. Do we know? Okay. Do we have
There might be
guesses about anything
Polymorph?
else?
He was changing things into creatures, giant
Right.
creatures. I don't know.
Oh, in the future. No, that's out of character. I'm not gonna say anything. else.
Well, for now we can assign the rings, and then when we find out more about them,
If
We
it's,
can
a
do
if it's a
swapsies.
polymorph ring, I should take it, I think.
There's no polymorph ring.
Alright.
He's casting polymorph.
Alright.
So there's.
I'll take the Wall of Force ring. Can I?
Yeah. Right.
There's a
Just it's like a frowny face. Someone just being like,
there's a ring with a foot on it, a ring
Right.
with an exclamation point.
yes.
The bracelet of disengage, the floating armor ring,
Right.
and the ring with two silhouettes across from each other.
I think the ring with two silhouettes might be his mirror image, too.
Right.
Oh, that's good.
Can I take that one? So I'll take that one in the armor?
That's
You got
right.
two rings now.
Yeah, well, I'll attune them and find out what they are, and if they're not for me,
If
I'll give it to
if
somebody else.
nobody else is stopping you from taking two
That's-
rings,
That's fine.
then you
Alright.
take it.
Less work to keep you alive, I guess. Okay, so then we still have
I
the.
like the one with the exclamation point.
Yeah.
Luna's taking
Right.
the exclamation point ring,
That's fine.
and then we've got the running foot, the bracelet.
I'll take Jasper. Will take the bracelet unless anybody wants to fight him for it. So that one does not require attunement.
And then, I mean, it might not be the worst idea to have our short-statured friends be able to move a little faster.
Yes.
We've got the running foot. Yeah, the only one left is the running
Yeah,
foot.
which I think maybe we should go to Hassan. Maybe.
I guess.
It doesn't
Well-
increase your speed.
We'll see what it does and then switch it
Maybe
out, I
for,
guess.
it's conjuration. Probably summon some flying.
But I already have a summoning thing that flies that
Yeah. Well, we'll
I'm
find out.
rolling with.
Yeah, we'll find out what it is.
Yeah,
and then-
alright.
So.
Also, has some slots full? Yeah, has some attunement slots are full, and that ring requires attunement.
Mm.
So you
Well,
should
what do
probably
you-
take it.
what-
But then I
Okay.
can try it and we'll see what happens to it.
All right, you guys got hella magic items. The DM just poured out the magic item chest for you to get cool magic shit. I know you really want a counterspell scroll, but guess what? You just got 2 awesome rings.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not even counting the other corpses in the office that I'm about to loot.
Yes.
So, can we begin looting the other magicians rapidly while we...
The dead magicians?
Yes.
And,
Sure.
and if this were PG-3, and the members of the heart, but because it's not,
Yeah.
I will respect the members of the heart.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Roll investigation, smart man.
Alright, here we
go. Int man.
First, his...
And then I think our first order of business should be saving those mages that are
Being tortured.
being tortured and who might give the keys to
11
the king.
investigation.
You find a toothbrush.
Alright. Look!
Is it magical?
I don't know, but my teeth have been looking yellow lately.
Would
Well,
I,
that's because, Henry,
Yeah.
you are but a commoner.
I suppose so.
with my magic awareness, would I still be able to take a look around the office?
Which office?
Welrar's.
The
Welrar's.
Welrar's office.
Also,
Yeah.
just tread lightly. We don't know if there are still traps.
Traps. There were many of traps here.
Bunch of traps go off.
Ah!
Bunch of
Rocks fall, yeah.
kobolds.
Yep.
Do you want to send Welrar Zombie in there first to stumble around? trigger any traps.
Now he's a special zombie. I feel like he's not a red shirt.
Brains. Can
Walrus zombie goes, ah, ah, so who's going in the office?
I think somebody who can investigate well and
I'll go in there.
I mean,
now.
knows the ways
I'll
of-
I'm going in to
support
get to the
Wizards.
body,
Yeah.
but I'm just collecting their bodies together.
the heart members.
Yep.
Oh,
Uh-huh,
I will
can
assist.
Help. I
Yeah.
can help with that.
Alright, I'll assist Una as we loot the precious goods.
Looking.
All right, you guys go in Wellrar's office.
I'll guide you again. Just find something good.
The office has lots of dark wood. Obviously, you're already in it, and you blew up his desk or something, or the
No, that's the
Tyrannosaurus.
Tyrannosaurus.
Statue.
And it destroyed
Yeah.
the desk and the statue.
The Tyrannosaurus smashed his desk and scattered the contents all around the floor and smashed the statue of Welrar Muradin. But you can tell that it once was a nice office with a lot of dark wood. And you still see, undisturbed by the carnage, multiple geometric mobiles hanging from the ceiling, like a metal triangle with metal circles over it, and a metal hexagon. You know, after surviving this battle and not being surrounded by tyrannosaurs and such, you're able to take in the decor of this office, which it has some interesting things in it. There's a big jar of sand. You know those sand things where there's different color sand at different levels? So there's a big round jar of sand, and there's different color sand levels in it. There's also a taxidermied lizard that to us it would look like one of those lizards that runs across the surface of water, or like this lizard that has a weird head that runs like this in the desert or something. Yeah, but you guys wouldn't be familiar with them. Has some wood, but he's not in the room. But yeah, there's some taxidermied lizards and
It's not the lizard that the
lady was
lady was looking for, is it?
no,
Okay.
No, these are black and white and Bergonia.
yeah.
So it'd be funny if there was like a couple in the building.
That would be silly. Hey.
The lizard is black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, the contents of the desk are spilled across the ground. I've mentioned a few features of the room. What would you like to look at?
I'd like to look through the contents of the desk for any letters that are hard evidence I can give to Uncle Stragene that say like I serve Galathakash and I'm evil, and also
XOXO.
and also for any books or scrolls that may contain
Gossip Girl.
spells. So I'm looking for evidence of his Galathakash conspiracy and scrolls.
Mm-hmm. That's your constant quest.
Nat 20 plus 4 plus 8.
Yeah.
32.
Nice,
Wow.
nice.
32
Yeah,
You find another
investigation.
He wants that scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't find scrolls because there aren't any scrolls in this room.
Yes.
But you do find every single thing that's in this room.
Nice.
And
Can you tell us the titles of all the books that he found?
and while you're doing it, you identify what your two rings are.
Ah, excellent.
Wow, look at that.
Because you're so fucking smart.
Mine, yeah.
You rolled a 32 with a nat 20.
You're like, oh, in this light, in this
Yes,
light.
that's
Yeah.
exactly
You
right.
know when you stop thinking about something.
Or I find a note like Welrar's like, my inventory of rings. Today I will wear.
Right.
So, Lord Hans, you got where do you go? Okay, you got the perpetual mage armor ring.
Yes!
Oh man.
That's good.
The wearer of this ring perpetually has mage armor cast upon them.
Very cool.
And the other one is a ring of mirror image.
Yes!
The wearer of this ring can cast mirror image on themselves as an action once per long rest, and the duration is 30 minutes.
Oh wow.
Very cool.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
And how many mirror images does it give me?
Three.
Well,
Three?
just look up the mirror image spell.
Yeah.
It'll tell you.
It's 3.
There are 3 copies of you, and you have to roll a die every time somebody tries to hit you, and then the rolls get harder as you try to redirect damage to the dice. But why have scrolls when you can just have rings that cast spells
So
for you?
free!
Yep. True.
Outstanding. Armored Hans, baby.
You know, Henry, the rings might give your disguise away. I will hold them for you.
Yeah.
Too much jewelry.
I'm altering self, so they can.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, so you identify your 2 rings while you're searching.
You keep looking at them.
And you also find a bunch of other crap that has spilled out of the desk. You find a journal,
Okay.
and you find a hand-scrawled note. And there's something else I wanted you to find with that 32. Yeah. Yeah. For now, oh, I remember. And you find like this decorative metal plate that has words written on it in common. And those are the interesting things you find.
Can I read the note and the plate and then start reading the journal?
Sure. So let's start with the plate. The plate talks about the Ozaran expanse. It's kind of like a commemorative decorative plaque, almost like a tourist item, or like an item you would use to remember a place you went. Like if you went to Wyoming and it said, Wyoming, you know, the rolling hills of Wyoming or whatever, and it's some words and then a picture in the background. So this tells you a little bit about the Ozaran expanse, which is the desert that is northeast of Parvus. You had been to the volcano that was north of it and then flew over it. It's directly east of the lake and south of the volcano and northeast of Parvus. Big desert, known for its nomadic tribes of dark-skinned half-elves and humans. And I think you guys you've heard about Drow when you were in the Underdark there. Yeah, this plate, this decorative plate, seems to be very heartwarming. Like the owner of the plate felt a deep connection with the Ozaran expanse, and
Oh, and Elrar is Drow, right?
Yep.
Was.
What?
Now he's a zombie.
he's like, ah, and
Show him the plate.
Yeah.
it says something on the plate about the turtles that live on the eastern coast of Lake Kaffa. Yeah, as well.
Be sure to visit the turtles.
So,
All right. Interesting.
yeah. So there's the plate, the journal, and the what?
The note.
And
The note.
rolled note.
Okay, the note is written in common. It appears to be written in blood.
Okay.
It's a small note that's folded up that was in the back corner of the desk. It looks like it was written a longish time ago. And it says, come to meet Golethakash at midnight. Our representative will meet you in the kitchen basement under the college.
Okay, wait.
XOXO.
XO.
All right, I'm taking that note
Come to me.
and then sticking it in my bag there.
Uh-huh.
And then can I skim through the journal for any relevant, quick, without wasting too much time?
You can, but it's written in a strange Swedish-looking language.
Okay. Well, I will comprehend that language later.
I'm just remembering the accent.
What's that?
I'm just remembering the accent.
Yeah.
And you
Go
guys
to the
are
journal,
kidding you.
and it says at the beginning in normal common, it says the Journal of Jürgen, and then the rest of it is in some Swedish version of common.
So when he met
only
Galathakash,
Beaker
did he
can
have to
understand.
pronounce Galathakash?
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you Galathakash? Yeah, Jesus Christ. Who am I hiring?
He was so evil and so powerful, and yet he sounded like a fool.
And subtle.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was probably his villain origin
Part of
story.
the complex. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably why nobody suspected him.
Bully.
You can always go back and talk to Schnabel if you want to hear more bad accents.
So I suppose in the meantime, Jasper and I are helping Haslam with the bodies of his compatriots. And I don't know.
So we're laying them out kind of
Yeah,
formally.
and I can ask like if there are specific druidic rites that need to be done, or if he wants me to say a quick prayer or.
Yeah. Quick prayer is a good idea. He's like kind of like just out of it.
Yeah,
he's just
yeah,
like
yeah.
really out of it.
Maybe you could use an Irish accent for the
A
purpose.
bit of a lot. You're done good.
And we could play the flute.
Right. Some Danny boy.
She's got a flute next to her corpse.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
It's in her hand.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
take her flute.
I think she should rest with her flute.
Yeah, so
Although I'm
she'll.
tempted to take it.
So she'll say some, rote whatevers. It'll be rather short, but probably written specifically for like warriors or something, that would like.
That saved the realm, the sacrifice for the realm.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And comprehend languages is a ritual, right?
Yeah.
So if you take 10 minutes, you could read this hurdy-her journal.
And then, so wouldn't Gentle Repose also only take 10 minutes?
Yes, but if you're casting it on 3
Three
people, it would
people.
take
Take
half an
their
hour.
Ah, okay.
We should.
Do you want to take, should we
Well-
take
Maybe
20 minutes?
Maybe later. I think
Maybe.
there are some other
I
things.
think we should save those mages who,
Are
for all we
being
know,
tortured
we don't know
maybe
the
right
status.
this moment.
Yeah.
Yes, alright.
And then we should say
And
we
then
should
can come
rescue.
back and-
We should rescue the true head of the Mage College. the
Yes,
rightful-
Fadra Rule.
Yes, thank you, Fadra Rule.
Fadra Rule, of course. It would be funny to think of Welrar trying to say Fadra Rule. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
The zombie's like,
You're right.
Yes,
This is
that's
kind
it.
of funny.
That's what it
Yes,
sounds
very,
like, yes.
very amusing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, uh-oh. I came over this way.
Yonder.
Right. So we think these mages are in immediate
Can I offer you
danger.
a level 3 spell?
Well, and they put the realm
Sure.
in danger,
I'll
although
take a level 3. Thank you.
because they could bring down the barriers
Give
if
them-
they
Right.
were cooperative.
I got 3 of those per long rest.
Thank you.
Go for
giving out spell slots.
more. Rolling 3s.
Una, what have you been up to in the office while he's been searching through the desk?
I'm just looking for magic things and moving things around and going through the damage. And I was just thinking, like, I don't know how they deal with doors in this place, but if there was something like keys or something like that, of like wanting to, how to gain access to spaces within this complex. That's what she'd be looking for.
Yeah, you don't find any keys. And so you've been walking around the room using your magic awareness to try to find magic objects.
Yeah, like picking things, looking under the rubble.
What does it feel like when you use your magic awareness?
It's kind of like if you've ever seen somebody when they're doing like tarot reading or crystals, where you're just like moving your hands around, like she picks things up, and it's almost like looking for heat, where it's like you feel like a heat in your body. So it's like playing warm or colder.
Mm-hmm. So as you're doing that, you hear in your head, Canella.
Oh shit.
You're sort of tuning into something as you're pushing your magic awareness in this room.
Does it seem like she's gonna look like? Does it seem like it's coming from anything in this room, or is it conscious that it's coming from like elsewhere?
As you're trying to identify the source of it, you see in your vision like the way there's a layer of colors in an acid trip. There's like the outline of a face is in your vision, or like if you're having a migraine and you're seeing these colors.
Yeah.
And it looks similar to the shape of the woman's face that you saw in the Avali forest. And but not like a picture of her, but like the shape of it in those colors. And you hear again in your head, Canella. They took our land.
Okay. All right. She's gonna try to like focus more on that and tune into it. And she's like, "What land?"
This whole land was taken from us. Will you bring it back? Then you hear, why are you so far south, Cornella?
She's gonna like check to be like, is anybody like? She's just checking Hans real quick to be
Are
like,
you hearing something?
does he?
Are you? What's
Hans
going on?
is ritually casting comprehend
Yeah.
languages, and it's just like
Yeah, so I'm just like
way over there
checking,
tripping out.
trying to like see if anybody else is hearing this or seeing this. And then if it's, and it is up there, she's absolutely gonna do like,
Yeah.
like, is there something there? She, see if it's like, feels different where it is in the air.
You hear, your whole life you've known that you deserve more power. Do you want more power?
And like, very quietly, she's gonna be like, yes?
And she, the voice says, if you help us take back our land, I will give you great power.
Who's us?
You and I. They took this land from us 1,000 years ago. The time has come. change that. Look for me in the north.
What's your name?
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, yeah.
My name is Jurgen.
Yeah, disembodied voices promising power are really good.
Always
She
just
said yes.
I don't
Yeah,
see a
always-
problem.
Always want more power.
I definitely wouldn't either. She'd be like, fuck yeah, but
Yeah.
we're gonna, you know.
Well, she said yes, but none of you know about it.
Yep.
And he's just over there.
We're busy probably finishing the rites.
What's Jasper been up to?
As whatever it seems appropriate, given the rights, Jasper will kind of pull away just to case all the other corpses and to investigate the creatures that we killed, just to see if there's anything of note, like keys, like notes, like what is up with these creatures, like that kind of thing.
Sure. Roll perception or investigation.
Okay. 12.
Dead bad mages, dead monsters, gooey eyeball monsters, floppy eyeball monsters,
Lifting up the tentacles. Yeah.
small faculty offices devoted towards work.
Okay. The other
Anybody-
thing Jasper's curious about is, especially in Welrar's office, whether it looks like there's maybe any hidden doors or any secret doors, hidden passages, that kind of thing.
If there was anything, he would have found him with a 32, with a nat 20 plus all the other shit.
Cool.
There are, taxidermy lizard, the big jar of sand, smushed statue.
All right.
Right, so I think as brusque as Daphne is, I think that she's actually quite sensitive in these sort of matters. So when they're all done, checking with Hassan, and I think we'll come back for them if we can. But we have other things that we need to do and people to save. Are you ready?
Hassan's
We'll
like
be
just
a
like
hero.
he's like putting the bodies like on the wolves, the two giant wolves
Yeah.
to like take with them.
Yeah. All right. And she'll help him up and.
Do they have anything like? Do they have like rings or necklaces of the heart?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he'll take those off of them.
Yeah. Antler rings either on their fingers or on necklace things.
Can Una wants to take the jar of sand.
It's big.
That's
Oh,
what
it
Welrar's
won't fit.
It's
probably
like
memento
18
of the
inches
desert.
wide and
Yeah, but
2.5 feet tall.
okay, she's gonna take a handful of sand out of it.
Break it
Just
open.
Is there a
fucking break the
specific
glass.
color
Break
she's
it.
gonna try to go
Well,
for?
she's just making an association because whatever the fuck just happened about the land, she's like, I'm gonna take some of this dirt.
I'm gonna take it back.
This sand is probably important.
Gonna take this
Una, what are
land
you
back.
doing?
Every D&D player is solving a puzzle.
That's-
Surely this is the
Una's
answer.
like,
Like, yes.
Una, what are you? What?
pocket full of sand. If there was something like a vial or anything I could find, she's like, this is her instinctive thing of like, she said something about the land. I'm gonna take this guy's sand.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Hassan will also take the 15 good berries off of these dead bodies since they don't need it anymore,
Waste not.
and says if anybody needs them.
Oh, I'll take some. Does anybody else need some?
I would take some too. I'll take 5. I'm gonna have 10.
Since everybody keeps asking about keys, Una, when you put your hand into the jar of sand, your fingers bump up against a key,
Oh, hell yeah!
and it says mostly universal mage college key.
Yeah, I really respect all of these mages. They get right to the point when they're
Yeah, I love
naming
this
things.
name. I love this
Best
guy's
names.
labeling
Best names.
mechanism.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Know
I want to
exactly
go
what
through his
things
whole
are.
file cabinet. Like, how does he name things? What is his taxonomy?
Yeah, you find that everything is pretty much named and labeled very logically in this place, and he's just very aesthetic about his aesthetics. Whoa. Aesthetic about his aesthetics. Let's go.
Okay.
So, Lord Hans finishes casting Comprehend Languages, and now he's able to read and understand this journal.
What language is it? Drow?
Undercommon, maybe?
Swedish.
It was in common. It was just a Swedishy type of common.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna skim it as rapidly as I can to see if anything that's of interest to the party or the quest, and then give it a thorough exegesis later.
Sure. Okay. So, one little passage that stands out to you says, "Praise Golethikosh and praise the mistress. When I carry out Golethikosh's wishes, I shall be the new High Elder and Archmage of the college." And then another interesting sentence or two that stands out is, "Who are these adventurers? Why does Golethikosh act as if they are special? Why does it not just kill them?"
Ah.
Then later, you read, "Yes, perfect. Now it wants them dead. Its priorities are in order, in line with mine."
Ha 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 ha.
And then a little bit later in the journal, you read, "I don't really care why Golethikosh wants the ancient threefold ended. All I care is that I control this college." And then you find like a sort of a special page with a bulleted list, and it says, "To-do list. When I take over the Mage College, fire Schnabel and Genevieve. Add raw fish to the cafeteria menu. Remove fairies and fey magic class. Remove unskilled from the world politics class. Add more combat classes and mind control classes.
Oh.
Speak out publicly against the heart. Build a slender tower next door to the Mage College that is taller than the Mage College and any other building, and put my office in the top."
Diabolical.
Yes. Well, I'll tell the party quickly of these
What a
findings.
monster.
Golethikosh used to think that we were special before Golethikosh wanted us dead. Intriguing. So a ritual would break my concentration, right?
On what?
On alter self.
A concentration spell would break your concentration.
So am I still under alter self?
Have you
Probably.
concentrated on
Is
other
comprehend
things?
languages concentration?
Probably.
Let's see.
I would guess so.
Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm taking a look.
What did you alter yourself into?
Hank.
A commoner. in
Oh, just your heavy duty disguise.
Henry Squab, yeah.
Oh,
a
just
commoner.
You were,
Less
you
and
were
less.
I also-
making sure to cast no concentration spells the whole battle.
And I also have makeup on. The thing on the
Comprehend
last line.
languages is not concentration.
Yeah.
That's
Just
surprising.
one action for 1 hour.
Okay.
And then what
So you
did I
can be
cast in the
invisible
battle?
and comprehend languages.
Unstoppable. Not unstoppable.
I cast Fireball multiple times. I cast Rhyme Spinding Ice multiple times. Yeah, so I didn't cast any concentration spells. So I have multiple layers of disguise. Going.
Comprehend languages is good for 1 hour,
Yeah,
and it's not concentration.
great.
And
I'm gonna tuck the journal into my pack. I think I'm ready to go.
Friends.
alter self lasts for 1 hour.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long it's been since you cast it.
Yeah, probably getting close to an hour. So
Yeah.
eventually you're gonna be looking at like Hans with makeup soon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She did do a great job. In
As you're
that.
saying that, the spell wears off, and Lord Hans is wearing makeup.
Oh my god, it's Ziggy Stardust.
But the conjuring is quite
I'm
good.
an alligator.
Glam rock Hans.
Yeah. No, this is it's common.
Hans, you're, I think something changed, but I
I'm
still
s-
can't see it's you.
I'm sorry. Who's Hans?
Henry.
My name is Henry Squaw.
You look different, Henry. You look like you're sick.
Well, it's been a tough battle for
So-
a commoner like me.
Friends, I would not want the sacrifice of our friends to go to waste. I think we should go free the mages now.
Agree. Yes.
Yeah, and kill the other mage.
Would either of you, would you benefit from a level 1 spell back? Does anybody?
I don't think so.
Either of you.
Oh, I guess I could get one, but if he needs it.
I have one level 1 slot.
Yeah, why don't you take it?
You can,
Alright,
Yeah.
good berries later, I guess.
yeah.
Unless anybody still needs good berries now.
You have 5. I mean, I'll take it if nobody else will take it. I'll take the 5 more.
Alright, then I'll just use that spell
Wait,
slot
no.
to cast.
Hold on. You had 15. No, 18. How many did you take from them?
You took 15,
You
you
got
got 10 of
10.
those.
You
So
got
You
we're
took
still,
5, I got
I'm
10, that was
still
it,
down
okay.
10 hit points. Anybody else? Any?
Oh, alright. I'll use that slot and
I'll
an
spit
additional
good
slot
berries
for
out.
20 good berries. Yeah.
Oh, premesticated, just how I like
He
it.
just cast good berries again.
So 20 good berries.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the restroom, and you guys are gonna tell me
Good bear.
your hit points when I get back.
Okay, so.
How many do you need?
Well, I was down 10.
I'm down 9, and you're down.
Yeah, but
Right, if
Oh,
then I would.
Why don't you take half,
I
and
would
we'll
take
split the
5. I would
rest?
take 5.
Yeah, I'll take 5, and you'll take more, 10 more.
okay.
Is that okay? I mean, if you really,
Run in front of
I
everybody.
can still cast Healing Word if anybody really
It
wants.
works.
But
I'm
I,
almost
and,
there.
yep, I'm still,
Yeah.
you know. And if you get really, really fucked, I
I'm
can.
78 out of 81
Yeah.
now again, so I will run in
Okay.
front of you guys.
It's weird. I feel stronger than before the battle, and yet I'm still a little wounded.
Right. Weird.
It's true.
Maybe it's because of the experience I got in the battle.
It's all
Now I
the
know.
adrenaline.
Yeah,
I feel like
all the
I can
adrenaline,
evade things.
I feel like I can do things
Hit the
that
car.
I can't
Yeah.
quite do yet.
Yes.
But if I sleep, then I can.
Right. Yes.
Speaking
This
of,
will be a good rest. tonight.
anybody want to get turned into giant apes in the future?
I mean,
Did you take polymorph? Or
Of course, I'm gonna take
You
polymorph.
took
Yes,
polymorph.
I almost did, but
I almost did too.
But I saw that there's no Tyrannosaur option until we're level 8, so I was
Yeah.
like, I'll take
I thought it was
that.
awesome. Also, if you can cast the enemy into a killer whale, it's just
No,
going to
no.
sit around.
I wouldn't do that.
What?
I would either make one of my teammates into the thing, or I would make my insects.
Oh yeah.
Una's open to experimenting with becoming giant animals.
She's like, when I'm hanging out with
Yeah.
Paul,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Like, can you
That doesn't sound like a combat oriented decision.
can you do that at night?
Speaking of Eagle of
she's armed with
Splendor,
knowledge now. The
You
rest
guys-
is
Yeah,
up to
it's a
her.
concentration spell, so you
speaking
have to
of
be
Eagle of
around.
Splendor, you guys, he's
Yes.
no longer invisible, and I'm sure he figured out to maybe
Oh,
leave. I was
right.
wondering if we should send him a message, but
Oh,
hopefully he knew to go back to the
yeah, we told
camera
him.
or the compound
Yeah, I
and
mean,
avoid those beasts.
we could send him a message, but it is costly.
Yeah, he must know by now.
I would rather
Okay.
use it to save one of you assholes if you die.
Thank you, it's very sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's kill this person.
Yeah, right. So, well, we're going to free the mages first.
There's a wizard behind this door.
Let's kill
Oh, right.
the
It's
wizard.
one, yeah, one thing at a time, I suppose.
Well, I wonder if Welrar went first. Maybe the wizard would bow down.
But he doesn't look so great.
Yeah, that's definitely not a human.
But I can use thaumaturgy to make it sound like it's Welrar's voice. It's
Oh,
very
okay.
loud.
Well, we
Yeah,
can-
you can try it. Well, try that before you
Please
open the
try
door.
not to break my new toy.
Oh no.
Do that before we open the door.
Do we get the
Oh, I
hit
don't have
points from
thaumaturgy.
leveling up right away?
Huh?
Do we get the hit points from leveling up right away?
No, we gotta take a long rest.
You get the max hit points from leveling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So,
you got the max.
You have a new max.
but we didn't get it.
Alright, everybody tell me what your HPs is now. You guys have been passing around all the
Mine
good
is
berries.
now 78.
Okay.
Jasper's is 38 out of 42.
Daphne has 45.
Still 50.
30.
Can you tell me what it's out of so I don't have to look at the other sheet?
Mine is out of 81.
30 out of 30.
Oh, no, you got it.
No,
30 out of 34.
30 out of 34. I looked at the sheet.
45 out of 50.
Which is impossible. If you used to have 30 and now you have 34,
Yeah.
what did you roll?
3.
So if you rolled a 3, you have to take a 4,
Right.
and then you add your con mod. Okay,
Yeah.
I was wrong.
You have
It
no
is
con
possible. It's 34.
Shame.
Got a frail constitution.
He's put a commoner.
He's going full method.
Actually, for a
keep on
commoner,
You
reading.
get more than twice your hit points.
It makes
Good.
sense.
And when
you know what I
rage,
need is a
even more.
ring of permanent mage armor and a ring of mirror image.
Yes, I was just thinking about that while I was in the bathroom. I was like, how am I going to kill Lord Han? I'm going to get rid of his major, I'm going to get through his mirror image.
Cut
and
off his hand.
Then he's going to be using his illusion thing.
His diverted attack.
I'm just going to have a whole bunch of enemies gang up on Lord Hans just to see how
Good
much
luck.
he can dissuade. Okay,
Shit
so
ain't gonna fly. That
Jasper.
shit ain't gonna fly either.
Jasper has 38 out of.
42.
Okay. And Hassam is
50
full.
and
Is
57.
50 out of 57? Or you might have 57?
Yeah.
57 out of 57?
50 out of 57.
Okay. Alright, good enough for me. A bunch of monsters jump in. And so you still have 2 level 3 slots.
I have, I've got 2 level 1s and 2 level 3s.
And Lord Hans, you get a level 3 spell slot back.
I did. So I now have 1 level 3, 1 level 2, and 3 level 1s
How
left.
you doing with level 3s?
I have 0 level 3s.
And Jasper's pretty screwed too.
I got 1 level 1 and 1 level 2.
Damn, son. Alright, so you're standing in this hallway, you go back the way you came, there's the door that, turns to the south that you're originally trying to go to. You've got the mostly universal key to the Mage College, so what are you up to?
Are you gonna do your thing?
What is the what?
Actually, I don't have thaumaturgy.
Pretend.
But I
Oh,
could
right.
just.
You don't have minor.
Performance.
Minor.
I mean,
I
I
have
have
illusion,
I have
but that-
thaumaturgy,
yeah.
but it just makes me loud and I'm not
Minor-
so
very
my
good at
illusion
voices.
can make a sound. Can it imitate someone's voice?
Yeah, it's anything you've heard.
Okay. So, Jasper's going to cast Minor Illusion
Yeah.
and imitate Welrar's voice. And
Alright, roll a performance check, please. Bard. It's time to act, Bard. And then, player, I want to hear the Welrar music.
Yeah.
Get it!
18. Friend, you must lay down your weapon now and come through the door peacefully, for the battle is over and we prevailed.
Yay!
Come now. Come, I need help with taking care of the wounded mages.
I'd hire you.
Okay.
That's good.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
And,
And my girlfriend, she is injured. Please, come now. The adventurers have all been defeated.
We're gonna go in Italian.
you hear on the other side of the door, I can't open the door, otherwise I woulda.
Oh yes, I forgot. That damn cat creature locked the door. Let me unlock it. Now remember to come through peacefully. You guys get ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm readying.
Held action to Thorn Whip.
So you see a woman in a white mage robes with a black collar.
Let's get the zombie in frame.
She looks.
I'm gonna send Zumbo Wilrar kind of.
Close to the door.
Yeah, not blocking the door,
Yeah.
but like maybe halfway in the room. Sorry, please.
So you see this woman in white robes, black collar, human, moderately oldish, but kind of ageless quality about her. But she looks like a little beat up and depressed, and she. I guess the first thing she sees is the Welrar zombie, which Remind me how Welroar died?
He
The
got,
got torn
wolves.
apart by wolves.
he got bitten up by wolves.
Huge torn limbs off, I think, maybe.
Possibly.
I can put those back. It's fine.
He was torn apart by wolves and reanimated, and there he is.
Just like the upper torso.
And he waves. And he waves. Up in his arm.
Like a little sunglasses.
yeah. But we gotta do it like the strings on his arm.
Yeah, like Kermit.
Midnight Bernie's.
Yes.
Weekend at Welroar.
Yeah, we can have Welroar's.
So, yeah, this person is like, there's something wrong with you, Welroar! And Welroar is like,
Oh no, Welroar, a sound comes from where Welroar is that says, I took some damage, but I'm feeling better. I'm just starting to heal myself.
Mouth isn't moving.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's also going.
Yeah, and he's also going to
Yeah. He's doing like tube and throat singing.
Jasper, by the way, stepped to the side behind where the door was to be out of.
the woman's just
Against the
like, this is very strange, Welroar. What is going on? And Welroar's just like,
Come quickly! I must get back to my girlfriend. Come with me.
He's gonna turn around and start shambling.
she walks into the room.
That's what
Okay, so Jasper shuts the door behind her and has his musket aimed at her.
Oh my god.
And she looks at you and finds a nearby chair and is just like, please don't kill me.
Why not?
You were working with Welroar, weren't you? You brought evil upon the Mage College.
Wasn't the whole Mage College working for Welroar? He was the interim tyrant of the Mage College to protect us all.
You knew what he was doing was wrong, didn't you?
What is morality?
He allied himself with these abominations. He's brought destruction upon the city.
He said he was studying them to try to figure out how to protect us.
Can you help us to release the mages that are being tortured and to release Fadra Rule?
I suppose.
Do you know anything of their bonds?
Yes, I do. Fadra Rule is chained up in a dungeon, and the torturing people are currently being tortured.
Who is torturing them?
Machines.
Ah.
Okay. Well, let's go free them, shall we?
Can I insight check her just to make sure she's not gonna like attack us? the
Yeah,
second
I
or-
also want to insight check her to see if I should kill her.
Choose.
That's what it
Go
says.
ahead, roll inside.
That was a 10 total.
7 plus whatever I got.
I know I got a 2 plus 8.
Insights plus 5, so 12.
She seems
Trustworthy.
she seems beaten.
Okay.
Is there a scroll of counterspells?
Listen, what is
Just level up.
what is your name? What is your
You
name?
just got to choose 2 spells. You
Awesome
chose
ring.
Sphere and
Odorlick, Sphere, and Wallfire.
oh, so you told me you were gonna take Counterspell.
I know,
Right.
I took Wallfire and Odorlick, Sphere.
You texted me like,
I was
I know it's a level 3 spell, but
No,
I'm gonna take Counterspell.
it was between Wallfire and Counterspell. and I read
Okay,
Wallfire.
so you made the conscious decision
Correct.
to choose Wall of Fire.
Correct.
And now
Counting
you're
on the
mistake.
fact.
And then
The
when
mistake,
scroll.
the
when the
mistake that
DM
you
gives
said.
you 2 rings that give you free spells,
Completely
you're like,
get it.
oh, can I please have my cake and eat it too, and 2
Completely
more cakes,
understand.
please?
The idea being that it would take me longer to it would be a shorter spell to learn than getting a scroll for level 4.
Sounds like
I'll get
you
it.
need to wait until level 8
Sounds like you need
and
counter
enjoy
page.
all your free spells,
Yes.
Mr. Counterspell.
And I'm gonna roast something with that Wallfire. It's
Jasper
gonna be-
right now is going to disengage using a bonus action.
That's your whole time. Is it once per short rest?
I was sorry, that was a joke. What is your name?
My name. That's a great question. I'm Jake Gallagher, and I am running a game in my living room.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, it's so meta.
Dude, that's immersion breaking.
This woman is like, my name is Siukin McDermott.
Siukin.
Yes.
Siukin, you and everyone else.
Are you making fun of my name?
Yes.
Did I mispronounce
So
it?
you can help us.
Siukin.
I don't. What did you Siukin and everyone else? I don't understand.
No. Siukin, you and everyone else
Yes.
There are commas. In
has been tricked into committing great evil, and we have put an end to it. We must protect the realm by rescuing the mages that are being tortured, so that the barrier does not come down, so that more of these monsters do not penetrate into this realm. And you must
Sure.
help us.
Sure.
Okay.
Don't you understand? I just want to study magic.
You will get to do that.
So, this person took over the college, put Father Rule in jail, and said that he was the only thing to protect us from monsters. So I just want to study magic. Do you understand?
I do. Do you,
So
do
now
you know
you're telling
Belvar's-
me to do some other thing.
Listen, Siukin, do you
I'll do it. I just want to study magic.
Very well. You will get to study magic.
Great.
Let's go free.
Monsters, no monsters. Barrier, no barrier.
Yes. Let's go
What
free.
does it take to just be a person at a mage college?
Well, did you get into any other schools? Maybe you should have gone there.
Well, I live here.
Okay. Let's
Well-
go rescue these mages.
Yeah,
Let's
Alright.
rescue these mages,
I
fudge roll,
understand.
then you can study your magic.
Henry, what would you know about a desire to just study magic?
Maybe
Let's let her read.
Maybe consider a minor in ethics.
Ooh.
She says, I am an archmage of the Mage College. My duties consist of things like making sure the classes are happening correctly, that the students are learning, that we have enough in the pantry, that all of this talk of the world ending and barriers and, oh, I need to believe this person. I've just been doing what I'm told. Let me teach a class.
Well, yeah, there has to be students first, right?
You can
Let's
teach a class
do
right
this.
now on how to get to the torture people.
Yeah,
Let's lead us
torture
to the
people.
to the mages that are being tortured.
Okay.
And let's free them.
It's that way.
No,
you
you
can
lead
just
us.
let me go.
You lead us.
I
and
don't
you
have to take you there.
Yeah, you
Yes.
It's right over
You have
there.
to show us how to free them. And I got my musket pointed at her.
I'm not turning my back on
Please.
you.
Why are you doing this to me?
What?
I'm
you,
sure
you,
you all-
you guys tried to murder us.
They did.
You murdered three of my
murdered some
friends.
I'm
us,
about
yes.
to pick you up like a baby and walk you.
That actually sounds kind of nice.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're tired, I will
Fine.
carry you. That's scary. I'm just thinking there's
You're gonna do
people
like a
being
toddler
actively
ragdoll
tortured while
thing.
we're talking about
No.
this. Let's go.
All right. Here we go. Come this way. It's right over here. It's not very. And so she leads you into this room. It's a big open lab. It's lots and lots of metal in the lab. There are like claws over beds and tubes, metallic like tubes, and sort of like a bed that looks like a scorpion where things would go onto it. And there's
Are there actual scorpions?
Are there or are there like potions or anything lying
you
around?
want to cast giant insect.
Alright, I'm gonna put them in a jar.
Yeah.
Not in this room.
Alright.
What?
And no potions or anything that they're lying around. Let's go
rescue
in
the
them.
mages and then we can investigate.
Everybody else got stuff.
No, you got a ring.
You got a ring.
Yes, but
You don't know what it is yet.
I don't.
In the off to the side of the lab is this little contraption, and
You guys-
she's like
Jasper's like, Lord Hound's got two things.
she's like,
Yeah.
oh, There's the identify contraption. If you need to identify, you can use that. It takes 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes, but I'll tell you what anything is.
Just picks up the
That's this lab.
Okay, well, Jasper's free.
If you do that, it breaks and stops working.
Yeah, how do we torture these people?
Are there people?
No, you're in a big lab.
There are no people
In
here.
the lab.
Yeah, there's another door to the south.
Oh.
Okay.
And she says, this is the lab, and through there to the south is the place where the mages are being tortured. And that's the identify contraption, if you want to use it.
Maybe on the way back.
Yeah, we should rescue these people first.
There are also some long lab tables with beakers and flasks.
But they're all
I'm just a little unnerved that she's so casual and okay with all this equipment.
She's defeated.
Referencing
She's
torture.
tired.
No,
Like,
but
it's a
just
mood.
in
She's
general.
tired.
She's a person
She's a
who worked
disturbing
here
person.
before.
Yeah.
Disturbing person.
She's
There
a
is
disturbed person.
torture
Yeah.
Some
happening.
people are just interested in beakers.
Alright, lead the way to the people that we need to rescue.
Okay, here we go. I thought some of you wanted to identify things. She presses a button on
Wait,
the
10
wall.
more minutes of torture.
Yeah, we want to stop this
Just to
torture as
sate
soon as
my
possible.
curiosity.
She presses the button and the door slides open, and there's a smallish to medium-sized room that has 3 people sitting on chairs. They all have like something wrapped around their eyes and some stuff going up into the top of their head and the thing.
Oof.
And they're all in this chair, like with their backs arched, screaming, just ah! And there's like a meter thing, and the meter is way over in the red, and all 3 of them are just screaming at the top of their lungs with their backs arched.
How do we turn this off?
Siyuke, stop this machine and free them.
And you see a button that says off next to it, and she's like,
Alright, press the button.
you press the button, and the people in the chairs are. One of them just keeps screaming, but their back's not arched anymore, and there's like, ah! She's trying to put the baby to sleep, so I can't. Do all the screaming.
Yeah.
Ah! And the other 2 people, they have these visor-looking things over their eyes, and one of them is just like, and the third one just immediately starts praying to Fetlan. You hear this person. Oh, Fetlan, please release me from these horrible tortures, please, Fetlan.
Are they free? Are they freed from the chairs?
Bring me into your turkey bosom, Fetlan. And
Your
your
turkey breast.
bosom, your feathers will
They're
hold me.
smoked.
Yes.
Hold me to your smoky turkey
We
bosom,
gotta see if any of
Fetlan.
them talked.
What?
We gotta see if any of them talked.
Well, first let's just help them recover, recuperate, and we will. Yes. They've just gone through hell.
Yeah. We did.
Yeah. Do you know any way to?
I can't untorture someone.
Well, I don't know. Give them some sort of comfort.
Sucker.
We need to reassure them that they're okay now.
Well, does anyone have
I
any?
think if Fergus took a dump while I was
Let's see
screaming.
In
Aw.
response.
I'm gonna see if
So they are now freed from the chairs, but they have these visors over their heads, or
Like
we can go
one of
take
them
off,
is
like,
still
the-
screaming, and the other 2, one of them's screaming, one of them's like breathing hard, and the other one's praying.
I'll go see if I can figure out how to take off the visor things.
And Siyukin says, "You can just slide them off the top of their heads."
I like these.
Alright, so slide them on.
Jasper will go over to the one that's screaming and remove the visor and try to hug or caress.
Do not cry.
Yeah, caress them. You're okay now. You're okay.
You not cry.
We
Don't
press.
be cry.
You've
The
been
person's-
rescued. You're okay.
Just like.
Calm down. I have calm emotions.
Yeah, it's a second level spell.
But I might have a scroll. Did I ever use that? I might have used it.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I don't really want to think about that.
I used to have that scroll. Okay.
I used to have a calm emotion scroll,
Hmm.
but I used
I
it in the
used it.
kobold dungeon.
You can't keep it in this
Did I?
economy.
Yeah.
There's,
Uh,
there's a lot of emotions need calming.
So yeah, the screamy one keeps screaming with the helmet off their head, like just staring into the middle distance and just and it's a man with a brown beard down to here, and he was wearing blue robes that are kind of torn up, and yeah, he wishes you had a calm motion scroll.
Can we talk to one of the more cogent ones?
Yeah.
Which one did you take the thing off of?
Not the one that is still screaming.
One that was praying and one that was breathing hard.
Oh, the breathing heart. Fetlan, bleh. She'll go to the to the one who is breathing hard.
Okay.
Hey, kitty.
So you go over to the person that is breathing hard, and it's a lizard folk. And they have thick green skin and an orange crest, and not really robes, but more like sort of a leather thing going on, and this lizard person looks at you and is like,
Thank you for freeing me. What is happening? Who are you?
Who wants to?
Hello,
We
we're
killed Welwar.
yes. We're here to liberate the Mage College and return Fadra rule to his rightful place as the Elder.
Ah, good.
the praying person is still has their helmet on. I think
Oh, I
Can
was
they have
releasing
their
that
hands
person.
down.
Can you tell
release that
us
person
about
too.
what has happened to you and your compatriots?
And the praying person just starts watching, and it's like, you know, they still have their hands tied
Sure.
to the chair.
I'll untie their hands.
The question was addressed to
Who
the
wants
lizard
to
folk,
bear
but
hug
if
the
someone else.
screaming guy like a thunder shirt?
Aw.
Oh.
Jesus
I was
Christ.
going to slap
Do you
him.
know
Say,
what?
get a hold of yourself.
I'd
Get a
like,
bear
I'd like
hug
to try on the
like,
screaming
Aw.
from the
guy
back.
and see if it
That's
works.
good.
Counterspell?
Not engaged.
Hypnotic gaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And just see if, give him a stare into his eyes for a second, see if he snaps out of it.
Well, he passes the first save, so he just keeps screaming at you. He's looking at you right in the eyes and
Aggressive.
screaming.
Really? His wisdom saves are unaffected by his
He
screaming?
passes the second save. So, you guys are trying to talk to this lizard folk that's all like, good, yes. And this person next to you is like, ah! And now he's staring into your eyes. You see the pain and suffering that has been inflicted on him. The praying, okay, finally fails a wisdom save. The praying person is quiet as a little mouse. It's like a little blonde woman who's like just watching and maybe praying in a whisper. So yeah, you successfully hypnotize the screaming person, and now you've got like a moderately chunky guy with a big brown beard staring into your face.
Thank you, that is much better.
But he's going,
Still better.
so
Yeah, so the lizard focus. Can you tell us about what has happened to you and your associates here?
Yes, well, I am an abjuration wizard. I teach the abjuration class. So, shield, things like that, protection from energy, and I like to have the students grade themselves, really. It's,
Kind of Montessori.
yes, it's better for honesty and self, and if they're doing poorly, they do poorly,
and he kind of flicks his snake-like tongue, and the end of his tongue
He's
shivers a little
understanding your
bit.
question.
Yes, great.
Could you skip forward
How
to the
does-
part where you were captured and were being tortured?
Oh, each college has 3 people who know a piece of information about dropping the barrier, and so secretly, without telling anyone else, you choose your successor, and then you orally pass down the secret without ever writing it down, and then that person has it. And so that is what has happened for many hundreds of years. The 3 mage colleges have 9 total people, each of whom carries a passphrase. When you combine all 9 words, you get what is needed to drop the barrier. So Fadra Rule was torturing us in order to...
Adra Rule.
Oh, I'm sorry, the
Adra
torture.
Rule is in prison.
Yes.
Yes.
You are a keen-minded one, and so are you.
Yes, I am very smart.
So,
Welrar Myrden, yes.
Welrar Myrden.
It's torturing him.
Yes. He wanted to get the words from us. He told us that because of the monsters that have penetrated our world non-consensually, that we must drop the barrier in order to let the forces of good in to protect us.
This was a lie. This was misinformation.
Well, I did not. None of us told him the word.
Can I insight check
wait.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I also want to know if this guy's lying.
Sure. While he's saying that, the little blonde woman is like, "Yep."
God damn it.
Did you
12.
mention anything about the name Hior?
Fucking suck.
ER did well.
What did you get?
Yeah.
12.
10.
Okay, this seems to be telling
Yeah,
the truth.
great.
And
Did you mention the name Hior?
Rolled a 2 and a 4
No.
so far.
Hior?
Yes.
This reminds me of a children's book. Growing up, there was a bear and a donkey.
Tiger.
Yes, a tiger that jumped.
Little rabbit.
Did he mention the name Galethakash to you?
No.
No. Welrar,
fork tongue, flicky.
he was
He grabs a fly out of the air.
he was working for an archdevil. He wanted to subject the entire world to abominations and demons and evil. And we knew we must protect the Triforce barrier, and that is why we rescued you.
We're so glad you all
Or
didn't.
the barrier, sorry.
We're so glad that you all didn't say give him the pass code, because then it would be much worse.
Well, it has been impressed upon us throughout the centuries that it is imperative that these words remain a secret.
Yes.
How were you able to keep it to yourself in the face of such adversity?
He kind of puffs up. It's like, we lizard folk are hearty stock.
Yes.
Do we have to hide you all then, since now people know that you 3 know the passcode?
It is not optimal that the identity of all 3 word holders are known, but the other 6 are still not known as far as I know. But the Mage College has been very different recently.
What's the other mage colleges? There's one in
Rocinante?
Yeah,
Rocinante.
Rocinante.
There are 3 others. There's one in Parvus, in the capital, Itena. There's one in Borgon, in Veuvage. And there's one in Rocinante.
Well, we must.
So there's 12 words total.
12.
No.
No,
There
12.
are 9 words. The 3 countries of Rocinante, Borgon, and Elenia Toth that banded together, the same ones that banded together to protect Parvus. They made this decision together a long time ago. There is also a mage college in Parvus, but
No,
yes.
they do not have the
Do-
passcode.
do-
There is a smaller mage college in Zamda as well, but you know.
Do the other mage colleges also have the passcodes to protect or take down the barrier? Or only?
Each of
Okay.
them have
Each of them
10
read a
people
piece.
with 1 word each,
Ah,
and the 9
okay.
words together.
Got
Except
it.
not the Parvusian
Make it
one,
happen.
the one here in Elenia Toth, the
I
one
see.
in Rocinante and Bergogne.
So even if he had gotten these 3, he might not have been able to.
But we don't.
Well,
we
but
don't
we've been
assume
hearing bad
that they're
stuff in
working.
Bourgogne right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
So it's-
probably they're working on them there.
understood. We must see to your recuperation, but first we must free Fadra Rule.
Yes, Fadra Rul is a good man.
Yes.
Siukin says from the door, it'd be nice to go back to teaching classes. Maybe you could send the students back. The brown-haired guy is just like,
I'm gonna end hypnotic gaze and see if
he starts screaming again.
What does this lizard folk
Can we put him to
name we
sleep?
don't have? But what does this person make of
pizza.
Soup?
Did you order pizza?
Soup and McDermott.
It's my dinner.
Siukin is one of the high elders, my boss, you know.
Okay, but they seem okay with one another.
You're asking, you're just
I'm
watching?
asking. I'm
You're
asking
just
Jake.
looking at our body
Yeah.
language?
Yeah, I'm asking Jake. Like,
They
do
seem
they
okay.
say okay?
Yes.
Hey, thank you. Good, good. Thank you so much. You too.
Did you? Or maybe it's because you did tip him. And he was being very friendly.
No, there's a tip. I
Just a
keep seeing on
friendly
those
guy.
YouTube videos lately of people being like, people delivering food and being like, nice house for a $5 tip. And like throw the food at them. Or something.
$5.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good tip.
Yeah, I know.
Or like what, McDonald's or something?
Well, it probably depends on what.
Post.
Yeah, it
I guess it
depends on what
depends
you
on how much. Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, the body language seems fine between
Okay,
the
yeah,
two of
just
them.
those drove throughs look really weird.
To the
People with friends
to the
be
lizard
okay with
person.
people with torches.
Jasper asked, what is your name? What should we call you?
My name is Briusk.
Briusk. Is there anything?
Briusk.
Briusk. Yes, of
Yes,
course.
Briusk.
Briusk. Is there anything
He sort of flashes his sharp teeth at you.
you seem skillful, and you have good teeth. Is there anything you might do to help your companion here? For now, maybe can he be put to sleep? Maybe he needs rest or something.
I could cast sleep on him.
Maybe that would be good.
I think his hit points are too high. Let me punch him. Could one of the strong ones of you
just
punch him
squeeze
so
his
his
tight.
hit points can be lower?
Just slap him and say, "Get a hold of yourself."
Sure. So he casts sleep
She'll
on the
gently
guy.
headbutt him.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy's like, oh, minus 2 hit points. Oh, minus 5 hit points. And then Briusk is like,
Okay. It's hard. Oh, with all the pain.
and then this like purple mist rises off of his lizard folk hands and floats over to the brown-haired man, and he goes to sleep.
Great.
But even in his sleep, he's sleeping like this. Yep. What now, folks?
Oh, we should probably free.
It's a fudge
Free
roll.
fraud to roll
Right.
with every purchase.
Okay, this sounds like a good moment for a break.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
About you, right?
He took some inspiration from my life.
Sure. We've got Briusk and 2 other people who are being tortured in chairs. And you've got Siukin, who
Wants to teach.
is, disgusted. Who's that?
That's mine.
I'm just gonna put it over here so I don't accidentally drink it.
Okay.
We got Siukin, who just wants to get back to work. And you guys are in this room where these chairs are.
Right.
And also in this room you see other types of lab equipment, sort of a smaller lab room slash storage room that has been converted to torture land.
Do we know then where Fadra Rule is being held?
And Siukin says,
He's there's a whole dungeons sort of area. You know, if you go back and you go this way and you turn north, there's a whole area that's devoted to that.
Great,
On
thanks
this
for
floor? Oh,
showing us.
Right,
the
yes,
way.
yes, it is.
Lead the way.
You
Remember,
have such
uh,
a vivid mental picture now.
Who gave us this map?
Schnabel.
Schnabel
Schnabel.
prison with Fatra roll.
Yeah.
You said you're gonna destroy all the torture machines.
Yeah, I am.
Good.
I want to look at the
Then we should do
scan
that.
his room and
Identify them too. for the way.
All right,
know how
yes.
to rip everything out of the wall.
Yeah, Fatra will be all right. We can go identify our stuff.
Oh, it's right here. It's
All right, and we can also gentle repose
Yes.
up front.
Yes.
Your Syukin says, please, maybe don't destroy everything in this room. It has uses for good. What if you need to torture this Golethakash creature you keep talking about or something?
That's probably not.
Not
gonna
really
be
my
possible.
style.
Real psychologically
Do
abusive.
you kill her with a look when you say that?
Yeah, why don't you have a seat in the chair, Syukin?
Why don't you demonstrate the
Look,
positive uses of this room for me?
Everyone, I think Syukin is coming around. And
So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you don't want us to torture evil creatures with it, my bad.
But how
As
do you
they
know they're
say.
evil? These three
They
were
confess
evil.
under the torture.
No, I'm saying you could use it for other purposes. You don't need to destroy it
The
anyway.
greater good, would you say?
I'm sorry I said anything. Honestly,
Well, you know what? If we might want to, she's got a point. We may want to torture somebody. There are people that we've encountered in this journey that we should have tortured. Perhaps the queen would have been tortured.
I think I was
I
right
feel
by killing her.
100% okay with how we've handled things, and there's not a scenario that I can imagine in which I would strap somebody into a chair that would make them scream endlessly.
We don't need a chair
if we
for
needed
that.
to torture
Alright.
someone, we would give them to the tabaxi to hug.
All right, fair enough. I will yield.
I'm going to
his
go over and
wishes.
identify my ring.
Okay.
are you gonna go over what?
I'm gonna identify my ring. My ring. And then we'll do some general repose.
As you turn to leave the torture room, Brusque says to the rest of the party,
Yes, every minute in those chairs was agony. Every 10 minutes that passed, you know, for example, the length of time it takes to cast a ritual spell was a lifetime of horror.
Maybe we shouldn't have cast comprehend languages earlier.
No,
They
we've
were-
got problems.
They were torturing us in bursts and then questioning us and then torturing us again. And, but the last one, they just left the machine on for 30, 40 minutes. I thought we were all going to die.
Well, you haven't.
I'm glad you didn't.
Bruce, can you think of any reason why this device should continue to exist?
I'm just a teacher.
I
Think
mean,
of it as a thought experiment.
It didn't even work on the three of you. Why would it work on anyone else?
Well, it's a tribute to your steadfastness and sense of purpose that you didn't break.
Well, thank you. Piram, on the other hand, doesn't seem to have fared as well.
No.
What's his name? Puromon?
Piram.
Oh, Piram.
He points at the brown-haired guy.
The screaming in the sleep guy. Alright, well.
Alright. Well,
Are you
while
destroying it?
making unbreaking eye contact with Syukin, I'm just gonna start breaking off pieces.
And she's just like. So while this conversation is going on, Daphne goes over to the identify device,
Yes, please.
and it's just a pedestal with a button on it.
I'll put the ring on the pedestal and push the button.
All right.
Boop.
And
Blink.
these little white runes spiral up
Oh.
from the top of the thing, and they're twisting up in the air around the pedestal with the ring in the middle, and you hear a little bit of a beep, boop, 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 boop.
There's like a countdown timer on it.
Yeah. You hear the sound of a microwave plate.
Yeah.
And time passes.
It beeps. It's like
I checked
turn
you.
over.
I checked you. End it right before the timer goes off.
So while you're doing that and the time is passing over by that, Una is breaking off objects in the torture
She
chamber,
wants to do.
and Siukin just kind of turns away from you and
I'm
heads
gonna
into the other room.
I'm gonna begin. You
Watches
got the
Daphne.
you got the bodies with you, right? I'm gonna begin casting gentle ritual casting.
I will join you after this.
You're on the dead bodies that are on the backs of wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How's the blonde lady doing?
Yeah. What does she look like?
So she looks like a little blonde lady. She's human, but she's little. Some humans are little. And she looks sort of inquisitive. Looks at you all. She says, "Thank you for freeing us. It's very nice of you. It was really, really horrible.
And what is your name?
My name is Chevy."
And are you also a teacher?
Yes. Sometimes I'm a researcher in the library, but the library is not necessarily a part of the Mage College. It is both separate and a part of the Mage College as part of the university, of course. And she looks right at you and right past you, not noticing anything. And she's like, "As you know, the Tamerwin family is a huge donor to this school, and they support many of the activities here with their monies, and that's the part of the people who founded the university. So I am a teacher, but I also am known to bring books back and forth from the library that different teachers request."
What do you teach?
What do I teach? That's a wonderful question. Young man? She asks. What do you look like right now?
I look like a really dirty halfling with a tiara, broccoli robe with a green studded leather underneath, carrying a staff. With the staff
Your
of the
Majesty!
Linen beans.
Yeah. She says, I teach evocation magic. Look. And she casts firebolt against the wall.
That's great.
Yes. And she has short blonde hair, and she's small. And she says, "Thank you again so much for saving me. It was really bad.
I'm not there.
You're there in spirit. As Briusk, you're the only eyes I can find. As Briusk said, every minute in there was horrible, and it was like someone was ritual casting death on us.
We're glad
Over and over and
this
over
will
again.
never happen again.
So awful.
Nope.
Oh, thank you. I think it's really good that you're destroying this torture equipment because, especially after this experience, I believe that torture is bad.
Makes sense, yeah.
Always bad, no matter what.
That's right.
Not only does it fill your body with extreme pain, but it also makes you see everything that you don't want to see constantly. Pretty bad.
Maybe you should get some therapy.
Yes.
Would you be able to help Piram recover, having shared this experience with him?
Well, I think first I would cast Calm Emotions. Actually, I think he would benefit a little bit more from visiting a cleric, perhaps someone who can sit with him and talk about his place in the universe.
Yeah.
Fortunately for me, it's been a long time since I saw my whole family killed, and there's only so many times someone can think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep seeing the worst things I could possibly see, and, well, it's terrible.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I too am sorry. But, maybe other people hide things from themselves that they don't want to think about. Anyway, the pain was horrible.
But you
thank you
didn't-
for freeing me.
You didn't speak the words.
My plants haven't been watered in about 5 to 7 days, so how long have I been in here again? Time really,
You didn't speak the word to
the word?
the
The
word.
No.
passcode.
Your
No.
secret is safe. You
Yes.
preserved your secret.
My identity is not safe.
Yeah, how are we
Maybe-
gonna keep you all safe at this
Maybe
point?
Fadra will have an idea.
Yes.
How to,
Yeah.
I'm going to go check on my plants. I'm you know, the wing of the building where all of the mages live. That's where I live. So if you need me, you can find me there.
All right, thank you for your help.
I mean,
Are you sure
Do
you're gonna
we-
be safe?
do we
Like,
know?
Maybe
Yeah,
walk
you
me
want to
through
go
this?
with us. We're going to release Fadra rule, and I'm sure he'll want to see that you're safe.
There are many teachers here. He doesn't need to see them all. You want me to come with you?
We just want
We
to
also
make
wanna
sure
make
that
sure
you're
you're-
safe.
You're okay. We don't know the extent of Welrar's corruption in
yeah.
the Mage College.
Do you all
We
know
defeated him, but
all the
others,
people that were working for him?
Yeah.
We could definitely help you make a list. I don't know everyone, but maybe if you question everyone and add them all up, you can. But you know, the whole Mage College was working for him because he was in charge.
Yes, but not.
So
like,
what he
maybe we
said
should
was,
bring you
But like
to Schnabel.
blindly following, you know.
Maybe we should bring you bring you to Schnabel, and he can check to make sure you're okay.
Okay, well, I wanted to check on my plans.
You'll be there before long. Just a short.
Hey, I'll help you with your plants later. How about that?
Oh.
He's very skillful with plants.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Before he put those clothes on, that was just a normal shirt.
He's got a green torso, I see. Well, very good.
Nassim has no idea what
He's got broccoli.
They
going
grow
all over
broccoli,
his
yeah, I
shirt.
got
All over
you.
his shirt.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah,
So,
I know what you said.
So you want me to come with you to talk to Schnabel?
Yeah, probably all three of you, right?
Yeah, and I think he will be very keenly interested to make sure you're okay, all of you. First, we should free Fadra rule.
Is Schnabel on the way to Fadra?
It's kind of.
Okay.
No, I
No?
mean it's
Well, I know where Schnabel's office is. Do you want me to just go to Schnabel's office?
actually.
Because I could also check on my plants.
Wow, you really want to check your plants. Alright.
Maybe you.
But I could go to Schnabel's office if you think
Yes.
that's best.
Yes, if you could let Schnabel know that Welrar has been defeated, and that all three of you are okay, more or less.
Well, all right then.
I mean, also, like, you know, be careful, because Wereward was really into traps, and so he might have, like, trapped a room or some shit like that.
Oh,
You know?
And when you speak to Schnabel, could you ask him to come join us? We are going to try to free Fadra rule.
well, all right. And Briousque stands up and is like,
I suppose I should go see Schnabel too, or do you want me to come with you to?
Yeah, if you want to come
Fadra rule.
with us. Yeah.
Briousque, it would be great to have somebody we could trust with us, because we don't know who we're going to encounter.
You
on
can
the way.
definitely trust me.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Wow, I
Oh,
wonder
Jasper's
if the
going
ring
to
is
fist
done.
bump him.
Great.
Jasper's going to fist bump the lizard guy.
Yeah. Cool.
so Chevet leaves. And she says, I'm going to go talk to Schnabel now. See you later.
Goodbye, Chevet.
Yeah.
I hope she.
I promise not to stop and check on my plans. And,
Insight.
drug problem? Like, what is, yeah, insight. Is this like a drug problem? Like, what is she really trying to check over here? Oh, actually, really well. That's like 25.
The man knows plants.
Yeah.
As you think about everything that she's said and sort of Kaiser Soze together the situation, you realize that she did share with you that her entire family had been killed. And perhaps her plants are like her family.
Do you think we can trust her? Do you think it's okay for her to just go off?
And you insight that she is not evil.
Just deeply traumatized.
Yeah, she's gonna talk to Schnabel, right? And then get her plants or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe not in that order.
I wonder.
I hope her
about
plants
possible
are
traps.
okay.
Huh?
I hope her plants are okay. Jess was gonna cast clairvoyance on her room.
Not even know where it is.
Okay.
What are we doing with the Sleepy Boy?
On the wolf? Or are we still... I'm sorry, we're carrying the bodies, of course, on the 2 wolves.
The Purim, he means.
I can,
Yeah.
I can
Maybe.
carry him.
Or we could just put them somewhere along the way that's safe.
So, you want me to come help you, right?
Yes,
That
Brusque.
sounds great.
I think that would be
If
great.
you're up
Brusque.
Brusque.
Yes.
Yes.
for it. Bruce, if you're up for it.
Not Bruce.
Ryusk.
Thank you. Oh, beautiful pronunciation. Have you ever been to the Swelter?
The swelter.
They would like you there. The Swelter?
Yeah.
You have not heard of it.
Is it like a sauna? A spa?
Where is this?
What's it called? Do some people call it the Schwitz?
That would be funny if those languages existed in this world. The Swelter is sort of a cross between a jungle and a swamp. It's to the west of Elenia Toth. It is in the unsettled region.
Oh, the swelter.
Yes, it is right near the ocean. It's sort of an estuary that blossomed into a... Well, none of you have heard of it?
I'm more
Have
from
I
the
heard of the
east.
Swelter?
Yeah,
Have I heard of it?
you heard of it.
Alright, I've heard of it.
Right.
Yes, of course.
Have I heard
I was
of
a commoner, but I was a commoner.
Roll history.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, these fonts are so tiny.
My ass.
14.
You've heard of it. Yeah.
But I'm not going to say that I've heard of it because I'm Henry Squab, commoner. Ignoramus.
I'm sure this dirty-faced commoner has never heard of the Swelter.
What, the what now?
You do look a little soiled.
Your face has strange markings on it. Are you wearing war paint?
We've just been through a dreadful battle. Perhaps it was a consequence of flashing smoke, and there was a tyrannosaur.
And a kindergarten full of kids with paints just throwing them at us.
Thank you for saving me. I appreciate it. I do not mean to insult you. But the Swelter, the jungle, swamp, estuary, west of Elenia Toth, near the ocean. It's the only place on the continent that lizard folk come from. And there are also turtles there and other creatures that you might think might live in that habitat. Anyway, let's go free Fajrul. Perhaps he is experiencing horrible torture that gets worse by the minute, and the longer we wait, the more he will be tortured.
Yes.
All right.
I say no more ritual casting. Let's go free.
But I think
Yeah, right. Daphne has been trying to teach some people our clapping game. We're just
Have I finished
having a
one?
great time.
You really love this.
It's good, yes.
One of his fingers falls off.
Oh well.
Have I finished one gentle repose?
Which body did you gentle
Sure.
repose?
I am going to go with
The Irish lass.
Fists of Fury.
Wow.
Forged in Fury?
Forged in Fury.
So right, there's the drow, the
coolest one.
flautist, and I forget the who's the other one?
Orpheus?
There's
Oh,
Oh, Orpheus.
Yeah.
Forged in Fury is gently reposing.
Nice.
Okay.
So it means it could be revived.
He stops rotting.
Revivified.
I mean, it's more for
It's
Haslam
more
at this point.
respect.
But in theory, if you were super powerful, yes, we can't do that yet.
Yeah, if somebody could raise that then.
Yeah, the hard man
can't
access
do
people
that
can
yet.
raise dead.
Hey, did you want to go to Free Fajrul?
Let's do
Did
it.
you find anything?
I'm waiting for my
Yeah,
ring.
did her thing.
Oh, alright, so you're standing over by the ring of the fire.
No, she's also destroying the tortured city.
Yeah, this is quite the scene.
I didn't know we were gonna.
And CNJ's just sitting there sighing repeatedly,
Yeah.
That,
rolling her eyes.
It's the
No, I know.
okay.
I know. I'm looking for the right.
Okay.
It's a ring of counter spell.
Mid.
Ring counter spell.
You got the one.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's a cursed ring of counterspell that doesn't let you take it off your finger.
Yeah, it counters your spells.
That's good, actually.
You can take it off your finger. You just can't give it to another party member.
Yeah. Tim shouts out counterspell proudly, and I say, the next spell you cast will be countered. It's like, no. Why did I ask for this ring?
It's a ring of counter spell. When somebody casts counter spell,
Is
you
this
can
the
counter
one?
spell.
Yes, this is the one.
That'd be cool.
Yes.
You
very
can
good.
counterspell it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
Yeah. But that's the only thing this counter spell does. It only works on other counter spells.
So you get the one with the running foot on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ding! It is a ring of misty step.
Ooh,
Right? That's
I love
very
misty
nice.
step.
Yes.
That's a great one.
Anyone, spellcaster or not, can cast Ring of Misty Step as a bonus action once per long rest.
Nice.
Getting to you guys when you are done, that is actually going to be very,
Nice.
very good.
So, you have Misty Step too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, wow, 3 party members have it.
Yes.
Nice.
I hope.
They can all Misty Step together. Like,
I hope you don't face any combats that Misty Step does not help you with.
Like,
That done
Like-
along with it, without it, this, you know, up to
like
now,
being stuck
it
in a
works.
wall of force.
Comment, right?
oh, could you
How-
not
who-
Misty
who would
Step
that
out of
happen
a
to?
wall?
That is-
Beyond a wall of force?
No.
You
you can do
can't
fuck
pass
all.
through it. Yeah.
You can
Um,
Dimension Door beyond.
You can dimension door. That's
You
a
can-
4th level
I was
spell.
researching
Right,
that
that's
as
clerics do
impossible.
not do this.
Yeah.
That was something I was looking at closely. But I
Thanks
made a
for making
different choice.
biscuits behind her
It is a
head.
good. What did you pick instead?
Needing biscuits.
Greater.
Oh, that's good too.
So I guess we head to fraudulent rules.
I think unless we want to take 10 minutes and find out what
No, I'm
Luna's
good.
ring.
She doesn't need to
Exclamation
know.
marks.
She doesn't need to know.
Luna, are you done destroying all that awful equipment?
It's just literally rubble.
Would you like to give me a further description of all the destruction?
Yeah, I mean, she would have taken, like, anything that can be destroyed is just being smashed into rubble with, like, light sockets and wires hanging or anything that's getting ripped out and then just pounding them into, like, the most, like, powdery pile of rubble that she can.
Does she look like she's Southpaw Shadow Viking?
It's just, she's just, like,
She's
pounding.
fucking things up.
Brusque is like, very cool. Yes, I did not like being tortured.
Nobody likes me.
We also do not like you being tortured.
So you guys leave?
Yep.
Alright, you start walking. You walk north through the lab, past the identify contraption. I think one of you still has one unidentified thing. Walking past the identify contraption, you walk north into the scholastic office hallway where Welrar Muirden's office is open and wrecked, and there are some faculty offices and some dead bad wizards. And you head back into the main hallway, which has a dining room on one hallway going west, and another hallway that goes towards residence halls, and you go north to the corner that could take you east past the teleportation room and the room that has herp in it, but no, you go north, and as you go north, the walls change from this Harry Potter-esque wood and books and busts into small gray stone bricks, and it feels more like dungeons, that sort of thing, a place for keeping people. It's a long hallway that veers off to the west, and you, after a little while, you start finding yourself passing empty cells. There are cells on either side of the hallway, and at some point,
Do we see like keys or any way to like open these cells that we're passing?
nope, not right now.
They're all empty, right? Too.
But you are carrying the
Universal
mostly universal key.
Mostly though is the thing.
Mostly universal key. So after a while, you see a person in a jail cell that is on the hallway, and it is an almost naked, hairy, skinny human. Caucasian human, almost naked with hairy skin, sort of laying there on the ground with a shackle on his ankle.
Someone we recognize?
Nope.
Siente, who is this? Who is in that cell?
Siukan?
Wasn't it Siente?
Siukan.
Siuken.
Siukin
Siuken.
is like, did you really make me come with you?
Yeah.
Yes, we absolutely did.
So you can identify the people in the jail cells.
Well, then if there are any, you said you could help us free Fajrul. Of course we did.
Do I really have to be here?
Yes, you can. Soon you will be able to go and teach again.
Yeah, we're gonna help you teach again.
Yeah.
This is Anobaris. He was imprisoned about 20 years ago. There he is.
For what?
Why?
Maybe you can ask him. And
None of you know?
what?
No, none of the wizards know?
She says, why don't you ask him? And as she says that, he lifts his head up off the floor of the cell and looks at you with wild eyes.
Does he go?
He goes, I can smell you, Clarice.
Yes.
He looks at you with wild eyes, and he looks very hungry, and his teeth are very visible in his sunken gums. And he looks up off the floor and says,
Hello.
Hey,
Are you here to free me?
why were you put in here?
People don't understand.
Okay, let us explain.
he sticks his hand out through the bars.
Nice to meet you.
I think.
I'm Anobaris.
Okay,
And why were you imprisoned, Anabaris?
who has the key?
He
That's
tries to shake your hand.
Let's go to fucking bed.
Yeah. We'll be back.
Enjoy.
Be right back.
You guys continue walking.
I'm gonna go ask the
I
bedroom
don't
who
want to
you
touch
are.
him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch some random dude. Some crazy guy.
We can ask Fajro.
Yeah, Fajro
why
should
he's
know,
in
right?
there.
Hopefully.
Siukin is like, he was a wizard here a long time ago, but he used to eat people. So they put him in there 20 years ago for cannibalism.
I guess that's
Well, that seems reasonable.
Don't have a lot of mental health support here, I take it.
Well, he made a conscious decision to eat people. He didn't have any particular syndrome or anything. He just wanted to eat people.
So the Clarice is spot on.
And he ate 2 of the students.
That's
Were they good
unfortunate.
students?
He would
Well,
tell
they
you
needed
they
a
were
little
delicious.
They're excellent.
Ba-dum-bum.
He would tell you they were delicious.
Right.
Anyway, I
That's
suppose.
free Fajrul.
Okay, so you guys keep going down the hallway. You hear Anabaris being like, "Come back! I'm sure you have good taste." And you go down the hallway, and there is a big steel door that has a bunch of runes all around it, and the runes are glowing light blue. And Siukin looks at you all, and Briusk says,
This is where we keep the high-level prisoners, the ones that need to be kept behind magic doors.
Who else is in here besides Fajrul?
No one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you keep your cannibals on the outside, I shudder to think who else would be in here. It's good that it's empty.
Yeah.
Yes, well, 20 years ago in the War of the Continent, there was a mage from Liebenstag who we imprisoned here, and he was very powerful, and nobody was able to gain enough of an upper hand against him sever him from the ability to use magic. So we imprisoned him here.
What happened to him?
Well, he staged an escape, and as far as I know, was killed.
Alright, how do we let...
So can you
out?
open these doors so you can?
Well, that was Bruce who was telling you that.
Oh.
But either one of them, either of you know how to open this so we can free Fraudrule?
Syukin says, well, I think we need to have the mostly universal key to the Mage College.
Is that the...
I wonder.
Is that the
Oh, there you are. Okay.
You know what it doesn't unlock? The bathroom.
That's a code.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
code. Gotta get receipt first.
It's
Students only.
Each of the different colleges says.
So you hold that key over the middle of the door, and you go and put your hand over that rune, and why don't you put your hand on that rune?
Look, I could have the well-roared zombie do it. Does it matter?
Oh, that would be a fitting irony if Welrar helped to free Fadra.
I like it. Yes,
Yeah.
that is what we will do.
Yes.
Syukin's
I
like,
suggested to him that he should free Fadra, but
You did.
it didn't last.
You did well, so now he's seeing it through.
Yeah.
Poetic.
Syukin's like, yeah, it's really poetic.
She's fun at parties.
Could I, if I started writing letters now, maybe we could get all the students back in a month. I could just go and
Why
write
don't-
letters.
I think it's premature until we make sure the
Yeah,
school is safe.
There's
for the
there's
students.
still pits of hell outside that we kind of need to deal with before probably bringing students back. But they won't make it otherwise.
It's called, in my
Oh.
country, we call it triage.
Oh, you've got to deal with the pits of hell.
Oh, we all do, so you can. I'm sure you'll help us. Here, let's open this.
Well-roared goes.
Okay, so Welro puts his hand in the right place. Do you put your hand in the place that she indicated?
Sure. Why not?
And Una, you put the key in the middle of the door? Okay, the door goes. And it opens up.
Yay.
Yay!
And inside you see a big metal room. And you see one dude in there. He's blue. And he's floating. He's just floating in the middle of the room.
Hey, Fadrule, we came to save you.
Fadra, you're free.
Well,
We
in the
have.
process of freeing, he does not look free yet to me. Right, if he's still.
He's just floating in the air looking pretty powerful.
We defeated Welrar. We
Here.
need your help.
Well-roared something.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you. So these are they.
We are we.
That is what you said last time. So
Yes. One of my favorite phrases.
I don't know if you know what has gone on since you've been in this prison. How long has he been in this prison?
I don't know, I wasn't here.
I've been in this prison for a few weeks now.
Was that before or after the pits of hell opened up and all the monsters started roaming the streets?
Well, let's piece together this timeline. You guys got in the teleportation device, and you went to Parvus. A month passed, and then you started hearing about. You did your thing up there, and then you started flying back. And when you got here, people told you that the pits of hell exploded 3 weeks ago,
I have it in my notes somewhere.
4 weeks
I
ago.
think it was 2 or 3, maybe. I feel like it was 2.
4.
Sure, 4.
Anybody know? Anybody's notes
I
tell
have
them?
it. I have it somewhere.
I guess I should search. Pits?
One of us is gonna know.
Pit of hell.
It was 2. I thought my Jasper's Paradise.
Yes.
Some weeks ago.
Alright. So you guys when you guys left, a month passed, and then I would say it took you about a week to do all of that other stuff. and it took you a couple days to get back here. So I would say that the Pits of Hell opened 3 weeks ago, and that Welrar took over 2 weeks ago. But you already know that before he left, there were 2 murders inside the Mage College as well.
Right.
Also, they're definitely not pits of hell. It's a fun phrase, but they're just pits that have fire coming out of
No
them.
hell.
And
No hell here.
evil
Right.
creatures,
Right.
Different
abominations.
plane.
Overseen by an archdevil.
Abominable pits.
Yeah. Not hell though.
Peace and Pete's.
So, Fajarul says,
Yes, Welrar took over 2 weeks ago. It was silly, really. I was floating into my chambers when nets came around me, as well as magical shackles that stopped my abilities. If I had simply walked into my room instead of floated, I would have avoided the translucent strings that sprung the trap. It was silly. But I knew that your group would free me.
You did.
That's great.
How did you know that? You just. Are you prescient?
I knew you would ask me that, and the answer is yes.
But you didn't know about floating versus walking?
No question.
You see, where a member of the Spacing Guild is present, he cannot see.
When I first saw your group, I knew that you were the answer to what was happening here.
Really?
Yes. The best thing I can do is support you.
I agree.
How are you going to support us?
Well, the Mage College is your ally.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yes. Anything you need from the Mage College, we are happy to provide.
Well,
Hold on. Hold on. In that case, you should ask for a wish.
Yeah, no, seriously. Does I guess Sukin would know, right? Sukin, do you know if anybody learned anything about the Beholderkin? The goat and whatever the heck they're called.
Siukin says, well, you know, as you've been making me march around the Mage College, I've put together in my mind that perhaps Welrar was not trying to study the Beholderkin at all, but simply was having them here as some sort of guard dogs, or perhaps they were watching him. Anyway, a little bit of insight from a administrator.
Oh, thanks for that insight.
And Fajarul says,
Yes, a very intelligent insight, Siukin. Siukin, I'm surprised to not see you in shackles.
Siukin says, well, Welrar took over, so I just did what he said. And Fajarul says,
I see.
I think you're the only person that's in shackles except for Mr. Eat Other People.
Well, we just have to freeze some other people.
Wait,
So
so-
we were.
But we didn't see
So is
anybody else in
Fajarul-
shackles.
I'm not in
right?
He's
shackles,
free.
but
He's free.
Yeah, it's just
Right.
He's not
we
shackled.
opened the
he's
magic
thinking like
door.
shackles as
Fajarul,
metaphor.
you might be interested in this.
Fajarul floats out into the hallway.
Fajarul, you might be interested in this journal
Yes,
that
we'll follow him.
our commoner friend discovered in
yes.
Mr. Carter.
Welrar's chambers, and in it describes his alliance with this creature called Galathakash.
Yes, do you know who it is?
Fajarul looks at you and says,
A commoner, you say?
Yes.
He's obviously a commoner.
Yes. He is clearly not a member of a noble family
Yes.
Clearly.
who loves magic.
Yes, certainly. And yet I was able to procure this journal, which you may find to be of interest.
Yes, please pass it to me, commoner.
Now, I will need it back to take it to another commoner that needs to see it.
Well, also the noble
Well,
families
one
that we're
of-
working with.
One of your, one of the noble families that you
Yeah.
serve.
That I support.
Interesting. What do you wish me to learn from this journal?
Do you
A
know?
Well-
person who is not a noble person.
Well, it's simply to debrief you on the nature of the enemy that we're fighting, this Galactikash.
And distress.
Any knowledge or any other evidence you see that Galactikash can be found. Also, thank you. He mentions a rendezvous in the basement kitchen, or the basement under the kitchen. Is this an area where activity has been transpiring, or is this a place we can investigate?
Well, as you know, Elenia Toth is an ancient city, and there is much that lurks beneath the ground. Our kitchens and their basements are some of the lowest places within our college, and there are cracks in the basement walls, old tunnels no one has wished to explore. Perhaps they had a meeting there. Perhaps something came from under the earth. 3 weeks ago, when the explosions erupted and the eyeball creatures came rumbling out, shooting people left and right, killing defenseless students who had not yet learned magic missile, I knew there must have been something underneath the ground for some time. Growing, pulsating, preparing itself.
Anything else?
Only you can protect us from these creatures. That's right, you,
Me.
Jasper.
Oh, well,
You,
we don't have to do anything else.
Una. You has some.
Me?
It is your task to protect this city.
I'm a visitor.
We are honored, and we will, of course, bring our servant, Henry Squab, along with us to help us.
Let's walk and talk. He floats down the hall.
But we will need great assistance. These creatures are,
Pretty strong.
Yeah.
and there are many of them,
Numerous and powerful.
Yeah, and they destroy
Hey.
magical items. Not so great.
and we have to determine how to get to the root of all this.
Yeah, how do we even close these gates of hell?
I don't think they're gates of hell. They're just pits
Abominable
that
pits.
erupted from below.
Alright, these pits up below.
Yes.
How do we close them?
This I do not know. I feel that the root of your issue lies at the bottom of these pits. Somewhere under the ground, where all of these eyeballs have sallied forth from.
All along. The really passionate guy was right.
Yeah, the
Jump in the pit.
Rosinante guy?
Yeah.
What's his name? My blood brother.
Aranjado.
No.
Yes.
Sir. That's cool.
Did you guys see the picture of Ilario?
Yeah.
I put 3 pictures in the Discord channel.
Is it?
Hilario Aranjado. There's
Yeah.
a picture of him in the Discord channel.
I love him.
Is there a way for you to... 3 of your word holders were being tortured trying to open the gates, or to... Or is there a way to communicate with the other mage colleges to see if something similar is happening there?
And to also take some sort of, we rescued them. 2 of them seem okay. One is maybe
Piram.
has taken. It may take a long time for him to recover, but also to take some sort of protection and security now that their identities have been revealed.
Yes. Well, we can definitely protect them to some degree, but perhaps it would be best if they passed their word to another who is unknown to anyone else. But then we would still have to protect them.
Yeah, can we make them forget the word afterwards somehow?
Yes. Very good, young halfling. Very good. That is what we will do. While you all look for the answer, the cure, under the ground, we will pass. I will have to forget myself, but we will pair them with people. They'll pass on the information to those people. I will remove the information from my mind and theirs.
And all these other people too that probably know, right?
Well, they won't know the identity of the new people.
Oh, right, the new people.
No one knows the word. And no one will know the identity of the new people except me. And then I will erase my own memory. And the word will be protected.
I'm gonna inside this guy.
It's like
He's just forming a plan, man.
That is 723.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Alright.
He's Fadra Rule.
I don't fucking know, man. I don't trust anybody anymore. Fuck everybody.
I did say that the point of this game would be to subvert expectations. But now your expectation is that everyone is evil.
So subverted.
So every time there's a truly good person, it's so confusing. It's so surprising. But
Maybe
is he
he
truly
wanted
good?
to
I
get
don't know.
caught.
But an Insight 23 tells you that he's telling the truth.
being genuine.
Alright.
And so he's floating down the hallway. You guys get to the out of the dungeony area, and at that corner, it goes this way, and he's still talking to you. And he says, "Please, Syukin, go and make me a list of everyone who is still alive and still here at the college." And Syukin says, "Oh, thank goodness. Finally, some busy work. These people wanted me to follow them around all the time and act like a hero. I'll do this for you. Thank you so much." And she leaves. And Briosk just smiles at her with his needle-like teeth. And Fajrul looks at you all and says, "Why did you want her to stay with you? She just wants to do paperwork. Come. Don't you understand her?"
We did not know what we would encounter as we approached the dungeon. And
Wasn't she in a group of people that tried to kill us?
she
She
was
was
one
in
of-
the group of
Yeah,
people
she
that
was
tried
in
to
a
kill
group
us.
of people that tried to kill us earlier.
And
So.
but she
She's lucky she's alive.
Yes.
and she surrendered, and we wanted her help to free you.
You must understand, Syukin follows orders. If I told her to kill you, she would try to kill you.
Then why was she so resistant to following our orders?
She really just wants to do paperwork.
I see.
She wants to teach people and... please, I'm sure she told you. Now, in fact, I know she told you. So, I will undertake the task of protecting the words. And... I'm considering whether I will teleport myself to the Mage College in Bourgogne to review it in person, or if I will simply communicate with them. I feel it's best to see it with my own eyes.
Probably we should do it in hiding.
Do you think you should leave this mage college so soon after the danger has been defeated?
There is some rebuilding to do, but I feel that after a few days, I will go to Bourgogne to evaluate the situation. You and the recent events have raised great fear in me that the other 3.5 mage colleges may be corrupted.
Do you have your own way to travel to these, or will you be relying on the teleportation circles because those are compromised?
Are they... What do you mean?
We got waylaid by a monk and also did not end up where we meant to be when we used one. It would be most unfortunate for you to be benched, so to speak, for that long.
Yes, Well, I can attempt to inspect and repair the teleportation circle, but I will say that it was used many times before and after your trip without any issue. For example, Veronica Herp returned recently with a bunch of insects.
We did hear a malevolent voice taunting us
We
while
did,
we were in the teleportation device.
But even so, the proof is in the pudding that we were waylaid. I do not know how, but what is to say that it would not happen again?
Well, I have the ability to create a new teleportation circle and could teleport from my chambers to the chambers of a teacher there.
I
in
defer
Bourgogne.
to your knowledge of
That's
the
a
arcane,
great
but I
idea.
guess I feel that you should know the dangers.
Very good. I have many action points on my list.
And we want to give him a brief synopsis of the Kingfisher situation in Parvus,
sure,
and that
yeah.
he's in prison there, in
Oh,
their
yeah.
very comfortable prison. But
That he
we
was
have
working.
that he was. We would have reason to believe he's been contaminated by some darkness as well.
That he was working also for the mistress.
Well, the Grey Mind.
Another of
We
the
assume
mistress's
it's all-
agents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's one in there's one in Parvus and there's one in like every place, right?
Bourgogne, yeah.
There's
I
a-
think
yeah,
the
in
Prime
Bourgogne
Minister
it's
of
Bourgogne.
Bourgogne is.
And Rosinante.
I do not remember who it was from Rosamund.
Oh, we didn't know who it was.
Yeah, we're
but
not
there's just
sure on that.
somebody, a shadow person.
Oh, and P.S. Lady Peel Killshot's about to storm the city.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
In like 2 days? 3?
Yeah, 2.5 days.
2.5?
And somewhere in the woods there's a children's army.
Yes, well, these things do not usually affect the Mage College per se. Who rules the city, who is in charge. People, rather than evil forces, usually respect the power and knowledge of the Mage College. Whether our city is ruled by children or ruled by the Killshaws, I'm sure they will seek our support rather than attack us. But there is much that I must engage in. I must pass. He pulls out a little to-do list that he's been writing. I must pass the word on to the new word holders. I must determine who can be trusted within the Mage College here, and either after I go to Bourgogne, then go to Parvus, as you have said, or send trusted representatives there. Perhaps Schnabel. I will send Schnabel to Parvus. Yes. And after Bourgogne, I must find someone to send to Rosinante. Have you run into Genevieve while you are here? Have
We've
you
not seen her, no.
Yes, oddly, right?
No, yes, yeah.
That is odd.
It seemed to be on Welrar's to-do list, right? I don't know if you shared that with us. That he was gonna fire her, right?
Yes, it was in our journal, I think, right? He was going to make
Did you
several.
share that with her?
Yes, I shared
Personnel
all knowledge
changes.
about Welrar's documents with the party.
Yes, I'm concerned about Genevieve if you have not seen her. About where she might be or what might be happening to her. But yes, I will have to find someone to send to Rosinante as well to inspect the Mage College there. There is a lot to do. So, it would be a relief to know that someone is investigating this whole Golethakash situation.
Alright, fair enough.
We've been working on it.
Yes, I think that we can turn to
Thank
that.
you for freeing me, and thank you for defeating Welrar. His stupid strings
His silly strings.
Silly, silly strings of well-rounded.
A string of sinew drips off of his head. Alright, what are you guys doing?
Well, should we rest? Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, I just wonder before we leave this part. I noticed on your map that there's Welrar's room.
Mm-hmm.
If that is something we should look at.
Yes, I noticed that some of you appear a bit hurt, spent. I'm sure you,
I'm both hurt, but oddly stronger than when I started this day.
Again, we explained it is the adrenaline.
I feel like I've reached a new level of vitality.
He says,
Yet I am wounded still.
yes, it appears you could use a long rest. Why don't you take a long rest in Welrar Muirden's room?
Ah,
Make his room your own.
yes.
It'll be your base here at the Mage College.
Oh,
Excellent.
And as I said, the college is your ally, so act as if you were enrolled here, if you like.
Are there, I not an armory, forgive me, I am not an arcanist, but equipment or the like that would be of use to us that we can perhaps use so we don't get zapped in the streets when we leave?
Yes.
Well, as you know, magic items are rare, to say the least. So each mage keeps on their person, usually, their strongest and best magic items. There are always weaker magic items that students may use for practice in various classes. I've seen an entire classroom of youths attempting to cast Identify, each holding a separate pearl over a very weak magic item. You know, we need things for practice and all of that. But the most interesting magic items, the magic items that would really change the stature of a group already as powerful as your own group of unnamed heroes. Those objects would be kept on the person.
Understood.
The wizards.
Is there a warehouse of scrolls one could peruse?
Well, we do have a library.
Yes.
Yes, it's just across the way. It's a small white wing that is asymmetrical with the large black wing of the Mage College.
Yes, well. Certainly, if you could...
It does take many hours to learn high-level spells,
Yes.
the likes of which you might desire.
For now, I would only seek to take one scroll from the library.
Please.
One scroll.
Make Welrar Muirden's room your own. As I have already spoken to you about, I have many items I must attend to.
Thank you,
thank you,
Father.
Fadro. Great.
Thank you again for protecting the Mage College. Group of unnamed heroes. And he floats away. Floats down the hall, headed towards maybe his room or something.
Well, shall
Maybe
we
he's
check out
gonna-
the new digs?
Let's go.
Check out the
The new digs.
our
Beware of
base. We got a
streams.
base.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can send the zombie in first, just in case.
Yeah.
But
What was he again? What race was he?
Drow?
No.
No, he was...
Fadrul?
Fadro.
Velzoken?
He's a Vedokin.
What is that?
whoa, they're like blue guys that like
I don't know this.
do mind stuff.
Cool. I'm picturing like the Blue Man Group people,
Yeah,
but floating.
yeah.
Kind
Kind
of,
of smell.
Mhm.
And, yeah.
He had like a yellow symbol over his third eye.
Mhm.
He was floating.
Do we know what the symbol was?
It looked like sort of like a harp or like a lute. Or not a lute, it's a lyre. It looked like a lyre, like a gold lyre.
Interesting.
Well, it's
And
been
let's go
quite
check
the,
out the bedroom.
It's been quite the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
We
see.
can visit the library.
Check it for traps, I guess.
Yes.
Mm.
I might dip over to the library for just a moment, just to grab one particular thing
Right.
that I
Don't
need.
get lost.
I've been there before.
Safe out there.
That's where I discovered Galathakash's history.
Right. Good luck on read the governor.
If you see Eagle of Splendor, maybe.
Eagle of
If
Memory.
anyone would
Eagle
care to
of
join me,
Memory.
I'll update Eagle of Splendor and I'll go to the library briefly before returning to my chambers to finish studying Glyph of Warding. I
Ah.
still have 2 hours left or 3 hours left.
Oh,
to do.
you know what? I'll join you.
Alright.
If we do encounter Eagle of Memory, I think I could. Yeah. Yes, I could make him invisible once more for him to return to the compound. Make sure he's safe.
Alright.
Tell me what you're doing.
Gonna go to the bedroom. At
Did-
least some of us.
Yes.
Where are we?
Raise your hand if you're going to the bedroom.
Are we all separating? Is that what's
Just for a moment.
Everyone who leaves
What?
dies.
Yeah.
We're going. Yes, Jasper and I are going to the library to update Eagle of Splendor, Eagle of Memory.
2 people going to the library, 3 people going to the bedroom.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, bedroom people.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the bedroom. You follow the map. You go to the bedroom. It's Wellrunner's room. You're looking at a door. What do you do?
Check
I'm going
for
to
traps.
send. Yeah, I will send zombie Wellrunner first.
Well, I want to
Oh,
check
you-
the door for traps.
Yeah, sure. Check door for traps.
No guidance.
No.
Ask that
I
after
didn't
you roll. Rolls. Guidance.
No,
So,
well, I just assume
or,
always, but
Bardic inspiration?
20.
That's good.
20. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You see a little fishing line around the door
Yeah.
handle.
I
Silly
try to
string.
not spend
That's
it.
going to something.
It goes inside the room.
Oh,
Can we? Okay, we can try to disarm it.
yeah, from far away, perhaps.
Yes. Okay. We'll step back. How do you propose we? I mean, I suppose we could throw a dagger or something to.
Yeah.
Cut this string.
Something above it.
I have a dagger.
Do you want to
Guess
throw
I'm a
it? See if you
zombie.
can.
Sure.
Alright, we will take a safe
Yeah, I'll be 60 feet
jump
back.
back.
Roll the hit, please.
Let's see. I rolled a 16, but I'm throwing
tough.
my Fang of the Deep North at it, so that would be a 22.
Dope. So you step back, you throw your dagger, and you're trying to hit. So like between the door handle and the door crack, there is a little piece of fishing line that goes like this and disappears into the room.
Yes.
Or since we're not in fishing line land, a piece of translucent, nearly imperceptible thread, and you throw your dagger, and it lands right in between the door handle and the crack in the door, and severs that string, and the string disappears behind the door. The part that's not tied to the door handle, goes into the room behind it.
Is there any noise or anything like a resulting boom?
You don't hear a boom or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe thaumaturgy it from far away, see if the door opens.
Sure. Yes. We'll try this.
Door's locked.
I try my universal key.
Not quite.
Near universal
Yeah,
good.
Yeah,
Not
really
quite. Nearly universal key.
It doesn't work.
Damn.
Oh! I thought it would have been the best.
In fact, as you're like trying to use it, you notice that the metal of the lock looks pretty new.
Mm.
Like maybe Wellrar changed his locks.
I'm going to pick his pockets just to see if he's got a key on his person.
He's like, and you don't find a key on this person.
Well,
Should I kick
Can someone pick it? Any of you all have picking ability?
I did probably.
I'm not with you, but I have a few stools.
Yeah, huh?
Well, I guess we'll cut away
Yeah.
to the library people.
Oh,
Well,
I'm sure. I hope they don't need us back there.
I think they'll be fine.
Oh, certainly.
Yes.
so you guys head down the hallway, down to where it curves out east, and then you're heading out, and then you're going through the big old quad, the big pasture-like quad that has pillars on either sides of it. Usually there'd be students playing hacky sack here, but there's nothing here because no students are around. And then you get to the marble waiting room with the big window on one side of the room, and then you get to the door. And at the door, you see an old man who turns around
Ernest.
and says,
Hello.
Hello.
How's everything in the Mage College? Praise Welrar. Haha.
Welrar is dead, and Fadrul is now the head of the Mage College. Once again.
Oh. Well, that's good.
It is.
Praise Fajarul.
There you go.
Good answer.
Yes.
I've been watching this door for 60 years.
You've gone through a lot of names, I'm sure.
Yes, well, I only have 3. Ernest Honor Castle.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you seen any dragons around?
No. What do you
You know what a dragon looks like, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen a dragon, but I know what they're supposed to look like.
Okay. We have a friend who's a dragon, and we were going to meet here. I just wondered if you had seen him.
No.
Okay.
I haven't seen a dragon. If I did, I probably would have said that first.
Oh, yes. Well, if you see
For
him,
example, I saw a dragon. Hello, how are you?
well, if you see one, please tell him we're looking for him, and we'll be in the library.
Very good.
Yes.
Well, I'll just keep watching the door. People used to come in and out of this door quite a bit more.
I think those days are coming back soon.
I hope so.
Yes.
Yes.
It'll be good when the students return.
Yes. Well,
Oh, have you seen
Genevieve?
Genevieve recently?
Genevieve, the Dean of Admissions.
Yes.
Very beautiful gnome.
Yes.
The most beautiful gnome, perhaps.
Very beautiful gnome. Originally from Bocone, Genevieve.
That is who I was thinking of, yes.
Yes.
When was the last time you
Beautiful
saw her?
accent she has.
Yes. Do you recall the last time you saw her?
No.
Okay. Well,
But one time I saw her flying a kite on the quad. It was a paper kite. Nothing magical about it except the magic of it floating on the wind. I remember that day clearly. It was a pink kite with a purple tail. It was shaped like a dragonfly.
Thank you.
that's
Well, that's
Really the closest I've ever come to seeing a dragon. Was when I saw a dragonfly fly. That day.
yes. Well, thank you. Yes. Very well. Praise Fadrul.
praise Fajarul.
Yes, praise Fajarul. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Same thing to say as 4 weeks ago, really. I really appreciate you all talking to me. Many people think I'm boring and that talking to me is a waste of time. But it's very nice of you to keep me entertained here by the door, you two.
Well, I'm afraid, Ernest, as riveting as it's been, I'm afraid we must take our leave, for we have important business in the library.
But we'll see you again soon.
Yes, we'll return.
Very good, you nice young men.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Remember, if you see a dragon, we're in the library. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys leave?
Yes.
We leave. I'm looking.
All right, you go outside. You're on the landing. You got the black wing of the Mage College behind you. You got the white wing of the library in front of you.
Do we see
Eagle of memory.
Paul anywhere? Eagle of memory.
Roll perception.
For perception.
Roll of perception.
Fine. The dragon was in the corner in the
She
shadow.
was flying up at the top.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I could do message.
19.
You don't see him.
Oh.
I'm gonna
He's not around.
I'm gonna message to Paul.
It doesn't work.
You're just gonna point random directions.
Well, yeah.
You start
Up there.
pointing random directions. He doesn't
Doesn't work.
about it.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to be within 120 feet of
Okay.
anywhere you point.
Okay, guess we've done what we can for now. You know what, Lord Hans? You're
Yes.
going to the library?
Yes, would you join me?
I think you'll do okay, right? That's your natural environment.
I hope so, but perhaps I'll be attacked and killed. You never know.
I think things are better here at the Mage College now.
All right. Well,
Okay, I'll
suppose
go with
we'll
Lord
see.
Hans. I'll go. I can't
Don't
abandon you.
don't you enjoy reading a good
You
book?
threw your body in front of me to save me. I can't
Yes,
abandon you.
Please, please.
Yeah, although that was not the best move.
You'll find many enthralling tomes. I'm
Do you
sure
know
you'll
about
be
area of effect?
entertained for hours. I was in the heat of battle, under stress.
Okay, so I'll stick with Lord Hans.
Yes, let's
We'll go to the library.
Proceed to the library.
All right, you guys go to the library.
The librarian is there.
Let's reestablish what time of day it is. Did you guys get up in the morning and then fly here?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, you took a long rest and then flew here.
Yeah.
So it can't be very late. It can't be really later than 11 a.m. Alright, if you get up at 6 and then you flew here, you did all this stuff, it's 5 hours.
It was a 4-hour battle in game time, but in our life, but
Yeah.
it was much quicker.
It was like a minute, basically. It was less than 10 rounds, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's 11 a.m. The door is unlocked. You go inside. There is there's a big open waiting room area. There's a desk on one side that has a little placard up that says Moyle Lehrer
I remember Moyle.
out to lunch.
Ah, damn it.
And on the other side of the waiting room is another big desk, and there is a tall, handsome librarian with a mustache who sort of scowls at you as you come in.
I remember this librarian, the one that I did not choose to speak to previously, which turned out to be a good choice. Good day, sir.
Oh, hello!
My name is Henry Squab, and I'm here with my esteemed bard friend, Jasper.
I'm sorry, we don't allow commoners in the library.
I'm afraid.
Only students and nobles.
I'm afraid I'm on very urgent business from Fadrul himself, who has now been reinstated as the head of the Mage College.
Roll persuasion.
$16.
Fine. Enjoy the library.
Praise Fadrul.
Praise Fadrul. Praise him, please. Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
Praise Fadrul.
Excellent.
Ah, yes.
We
I
are
knew that era
we are
had
on a
gone.
very brief errand sent by Fadrul to find any supplies we might need to help us in an important mission,
adventure.
and what we need is a scroll of counterspell. Where would I find a scroll of counterspell? Sir, scroll of counterspell.
Or a scroll of speak with animals. You said that was the other one, right?
Oh no, I have one.
If you go that way into the library, you'll find scrolls among the books.
What system do you use to organize the scrolls?
We don't really have a system for it.
Do you recall where a scroll of counterspell might be?
If you enter the library, I'm sure you'll find it.
Fair enough. I may return, seeking further assistance.
Praise Fadrul.
Yes. All right, I'll go into the library and look for the scroll of counterspell.
I bet he has a fine scroll cantrip he could have used for you.
Let's go catch
Probably, I'm sure he knows where it is. I'll come back and bother him again if I fail.
So you go into the library?
Yeah, going into the library.
There are many large rooms. There's a room with the ceiling is like one big arch of books, and the books are all. It's huge room. There's another room connected to it that has all these weird little white floors with little white staircases going up and little books on each side. There's a room that has It's a really long room with busts every 6 feet, and every 6 feet there's a little shelf that goes in, and there's walls of books. There's all of these cool-ass library halls, but these are the 3 closest ones.
Ah, fantastic. Well, is there any clue as to what's stored where when I look around?
Why don't you give me an Arcana check?
All right.
DC 22.
And that's a natural 1.
So, Lord Hans, are you? Can you kind of quickly locate where the scroll is that you want?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, it's there. No, it's. Give me a moment.
These are organized by some system that wizards understand, right?
They should be, yes, and of course I'll naturally understand it. Any minute now. Any minute. Rest easy, my friend.
He's like, prestidigitation. Speak with him. Ah!
You can't find what you're looking for.
I'm going to
Roll the one.
I'm going to go back one more time.
Doesn't he get hurt somehow
Yeah.
too?
He gets lost in the
Paper cut.
You get a paper cut.
Ah! I'm going to go back to the desk.
Give me a survival check.
What was the guy's name?
Augustus, but you didn't ask him this time.
Okay. Excuse me, sir.
You need to give me a survival roll to get back to the desk.
15 plus yeah
She'd be lost forever.
0.
You make your way through this huge and strange room,
Don't get lost.
and you make it back to the desk.
It was quite an ordeal. Excuse me, kind sir.
Yes.
Fadrul has offered us unconditionally all the resources, including the employees of the Mage College, to be at our disposal.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but the library is not actually a part of the Mage College. The library and the Mage College are part of the university, but the employees of the library are not necessarily under control of the Mage College.
I see. So if I were to speak to Fadrul and tell us that you have openly defied his orders, you would suffer no consequences?
I doubt it.
That's very interesting. Are you unionized? Like the librarians are?
No.
Oh. Okay.
All right, let's cut back to the bedroom. So,
Making friends everywhere.
so we're back in the bedroom. You guys haven't opened the door yet.
No,
Right?
it is
no,
locked.
because
Oh, you were trying to think of
you
something else to do.
have you have lockpicks.
I do, but I'm not great with them. I can try it though. Why not?
Yes, give me a sleight of hand check
I can also
and guidance yourself.
Can you let me? I can do this. I want to go to bed.
I will let you.
All right.
I want to hear the role playing of you guiding yourself. You can do this.
Yes, right. It is.
I can do this.
Oh no! I thought that was better. It is not a 10 plus. What is our proficiency bonus now? 3. That is only a 13.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
This is like a really difficult block.
Let's try this. I'm gonna
It's like really well made.
I'm gonna
I'm
take
very good at this.
water and shape water into the lock. Freeze it and then try to use it as
And where is the water coming from?
my flask.
Oh, your flask.
Like guitar.
Yes, Katara.
It's more like a drinking glass, but yeah.
But she has a little.
That's true. She does have like a
That's
little.
how she does it.
Alright, give me a Arcana roll.
Arcana. Can I use the lockpicks instead?
You can do it. Just to be
Give me
prepared
a
than I
lower
was.
DC
You're guided.
Arcana roll.
Alright, you're guiding me
Yeah.
too? Alright.
Yeah, I want to go to bed.
Alright. Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible.
But less terrible than it would have
Beat
been.
a 10, come on.
Nope. 9.
Yeah, you put the water in the lock and then you go to freeze it and it freezes your flask instead of the lock.
Oh, now kick it open,
I was gonna
please.
say, can I kick it now?
Alright, I'm gonna back up a lot.
Alright, give me an
Bonne
athletics
chance.
check.
Yes. If anything happens, I will heal you. Thank you. Thanks.
Oh my god, that's a natural 1.
You know, Lord Hans, I feel like I'm needed somewhere else.
Let me try these lockpicks. let me try these lockpicks.
I really feel like somehow the party needs me.
I think we are hitting a wall here, and while it's not in my nature to give up, I think this might be an instance.
Does a
where
16 work with the lockpicks?
Yeah.
Hey,
alright.
nicely done.
I listened it. You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. And then I'm gonna back up. Thaumaturgy?
Yeah. We try it from a ways back. Whacha! Et voila! It goes.
Okay, you blow open the door.
Nah.
Boom!
Nah.
And a blade on a pendulum goes through the door and back like this. And now it's swinging in and out of the room, like continuously.
Somebody wanna break
Can I want to try, I'm going to get to the side of it and try to time it right to take a javelin and stick it in the doorway so it like stops the,
Okay.
if I understand.
I think you could just do that.
Yeah, as soon as it goes up, you can probably.
Yeah, I just want to go like, doops, and then it's
Put
like,
the javelin there,
thump.
and shunk, and
Yeah.
it breaks the javelin. Now you only have two.
Yeah.
But it's stuck there.
Thank you.
Actually, you know what? I think they're okay.
You want a giant axe thing?
Right, you got a giant axe.
I'm beginning to feel that if we don't leave the library, I'm going to escalate this situation in a harmful way.
Oh my god, growth!
What? You're not gonna ask for his manager?
We'll stay in one scene.
Yes.
So the bedroom scene, you plug the pendulum and then you.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look to see if there's an.
I will send the werewolf zombie inside.
Oh, alright. If you're just gonna do that, must
The Welrar zombie's like.
Yeah. If you're going to, I don't know what else we're going to do. Let's see if he's got the muscle memory.
Goes and lays down in the
Yeah, let's see if he can walk a clear path to the bed. Okay, you stay there. I'm like, well, that's where I'm going, so I'll follow, like, in the direct steps that he just did.
Yeah, I'll follow her
Yes,
too.
yeah.
I want to look. I'm gonna check out this swinging axe thing just to see if we can I take it down.
It will be pretty bad.
Alright, we're gonna go back to the library, and Augustus is looking down at you and saying, as I said, we don't usually allow commoners.
Sir, I will make one last attempt. Hans is considering.
But you've already persuaded me to let you look at the books. It's not my fault if you can't find them.
Have you looked around outside the Maids College?
Why would I do that?
Have you seen or heard what's going on?
Yes, disaster, death, monsters. Yes.
Fadrul has entrusted us with the key to stopping all of this. We need one small tool from this library to help save the entire city and the college itself, and the university itself, and the library, and you, my friend Augustus. You, good
We're not
sir.
friends.
One small scroll could decide the fate of all the students.
Well, what do you want me to do? I've already given you access to the books.
Yes,
What do you
well,
need?
help us find the scroll.
The scroll of speak with animals.
Alright, well, since you don't actually need it to save the world, it's going to be a deception roll.
Alright.
Well, I think Hans probably believes that.
His deception and his persuasion are probably about the same anyway.
That's gonna be a 25.
Oh my gosh.
Fine! You realize when I accompany you in there, there'll be nobody at the front desk at this point.
Oh, I can.
Yes,
I
Jasper
can. I'd be happy to man the
absolutely
front
come to the
desk
front
or
desk.
I
cat
would
the front
prefer
desk.
you come with me.
Very well.
Fair enough.
It's your choice.
Alright, here we go. And he takes you through one of the halls and through another one of the halls and through another one of the halls, and you get to a room that looks like a small town neighborhood library. And he's like, yes, it's in this hall right here. Over here. This is the magical scrolls section. It's in alphabetical order, and it's all reference material, so you're not allowed to take it out. Have fun.
Thank you.
I need to watch the front desk.
Yes, thank you.
All right. I'm taking the book that has counterspell.
The scroll.
Well, it's books. Isn't it books that are? Or is it individual scrolls?
Are you scrolls? Are you taking the counterspell scroll?
I'm taking the counterspell. I'm opening it up.
Are you reading it?
Can I copy it into my spellbook? How long would that take?
It takes a while, right?
It'll take a long time.
It takes a long.
6 hours.
All right. Well.
You wanna stay here overnight in the library? I'm gonna go back to see how the rest of the group is doing. You'll be safe. It's a library. Just don't make a lot of noise. What? Do you have to go to the bathroom? Henry?
Oh.
They must have restrooms
You
around
know.
here. Although I don't think we have the key to the restroom.
As badly as I want this.
I think I'm gonna head back. You stay here.
Wait 1 moment. Wait, please. Please.
Oh, okay.
As badly as I want this.
Who are you speaking to?
I know that this scroll.
Is it her
Just
Get
a-
a soliloquy.
I know that this scroll will be needed tomorrow. And tomorrow.
Oh, you
Next
wouldn't.
day.
You wouldn't. You would. You leave the scroll here, right? If you want to copy it, you can just stay here.
Oh.
I can send some dinner in for you.
Oh.
All right, it being 9:56.
We'll come back for it. I'm putting it back on the shelf. It would be wrong to take it away from the library.
You say that, and as you stand in front of the bookshelf, putting it back, the session ends.
Right. And
And
an evil spellcaster appears and cast a spell that if I'd countered, would have saved my life.
Yes. Well, I mean, you were holding a scroll of counterspell. You got the thing you wanted.
Yes.
Not only that, you just leveled up, and you could have chosen counterspell, and you texted me, "I'm probably gonna choose counterspell," and then you didn't choose
Spend the
counterspell.
whole
So that was step one, and then step two. Now you are standing there holding a scroll of counterspell.
Yeah, you know
I
what?
do not
No.
wish to take
The
it.
session ended.
It's already making a very good point. I'm taking
The
it.
session is over.
I'm grabbing it.
The session is over.
I'm grabbing it. No, I'm standing. I'm still standing next to it.
No.
The session is over.
take it.
You started to put it back, and the session ended. That's what happened.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's hard to choose spells, huh?
Yeah.
I wrestled a lot.
It is hard to choose spells.
You got polymorph, you got
It's so
dimension
fun.
door, you got greater invisibility.
Unlike cleric, we only
I
have
get to
choose-
change mine every day.
Every
choose
day.
spells every day.
Yeah.
A wizard.
What
Same
up,
thing.
Pano?
All right.
Sister.
It's time for a big old checkout, y'all. Raise your hand if you have inspiration.
Jake, you're my inspiration.
Oh, in
Doctor. What, 3 people have it? 4 people?
3.
I do that.
That's enough for me. Okay, oh, there was something fun from the other day. Oh well, maybe I'll think of it, you know? Okay, something you enjoyed about the session, something you enjoyed that another player did, and, how about this, favorite line from the session?
Ooh.
And the first person to go is Julieta.
Oh, okay. Something I liked about the session. I just love how absolutely suspicious everybody is now of everybody. The constant insight checking on every it doesn't matter. All of them. Anybody.
Yeah.
Other party members.
Yes. That's what we're gonna descend into.
That's a great idea.
That's
Definitely. do
That happened one time, I think.
And what else did I love about the session? I like their creepy lab rooms and torture rooms and the lizard guy. I mean, Hans's relentless request for counterspell only to deny himself in the end?
I'm taking that back. Beginning of next session, I'm putting that thing in my fucking
You can
pocket.
torture yourself about it for the whole time.
Dog story.
The scroll's gonna have disappeared.
Super intense. And I love the comedy of us trying to open the door without the person who could like look inside the room or actually open the door well, but we did it, so it's great. And something that another player did. Why am I so tired and confused right now?
Because you're alive.
I'm live. I love I love the comedy of things this time of Daphne waiting for the microwave identifier for an eternity, and I really like the role playing of zombie Welrar shit.
Yes.
That's like our companion now. Is that guy, and I think the single most favorite. Just, it's not necessarily a line, but it was the moment of recognition and picturing in my mind is when the woman came out of the room and it's zombie Welfrar, and you were like, how did he die? Like, torn apart by wolves, and just like, something's not right. So that was a very enjoyable moment. I'll go with that.
I loved all the NPC stuff from the resigned and kind of put out and frustrated Siukin to the very appreciative lizard guy and Welrar. All that was so great. All the different role playing. And I also loved that you grabbed. I'm always I'm not in character as much, so I just love when you do this a lot where you're just there. You're like, she grabs the sand because she heard about like returning the land. Like I would never think of that in a million years. That was great. Also, retrospectively, kind of, I love that you raised Welrar.
Oh, thank you.
And I don't think I appreciated it last session as much as I don't think I foresaw how awesome that was and how brilliant it was.
You worked with it really well. So.
Yeah.
Just remember to reassert control over him, or else he'll wander
He'll
off.
zombie off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at how often I have to do that.
Once every 24 hours.
Favorite line? I wasn't really thinking in terms of that, so I'm gonna give it to Jasper for trying to do Welrar's voice when he was trying to.
Oh,
That's
that's
what
pretty
I was gonna do, Zaft.
So I'm gonna praise myself.
All right. Fine, I'll pick a different one.
No, you can pick that one too.
Yeah, that was very funny. Okay. Well, that
It was
was
a really
going to
fun
be
session.
my line, and it made me very happy to hear your take on Welrar. But I think, okay, if I get to pick another one, it's gonna be the name of the bracelet. I don't know why. It's just stupid. I don't know. It kills me. Like
That's
the
a bonus
bracelet
action.
disengages
Yeah.
the bonus action.
No, bonus action. I have to step away and go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
That's so good. Character moment. I thought that Hassan's grief was really well done with the heart and like honored what those stakes, and it was like quiet but well done. And I also really enjoyed the physical comedy of the cannibal. Like the facial expressions were just on point. I don't know, it was really good. So yeah, lots of good stuff. But
Thank you.
I think I don't remember the exact line, but I like how Una was staring directly at Sudokan as she's like breaking the
Ooh,
shit.
and I like the minor in ethics.
Oh yeah, the minor
Yeah.
ethics was such a great one. All of that, I really like that a lot. Just in general, yeah, a lot of fun. Very varying personalities. I did like how you stopped the screaming guy by staring at him. That's a fun way to do it. And we were both like, we're just gonna slap him. It's all great ideas. And then I did like the lizard man guy the best, and he was just like, I'm just strong. I could just do it. And he's like giving everybody like a toothy grin every time. I'm like, he's like a hero.
Aw.
Yeah, and it's fun with Welvar being the zombie guy, but for my character, it's terrible.
Yeah.
So like it's like me. I'm laughing on the outside, but I'm just like, okay, what would?
Is it him specifically or undead broadly?
Him specifically because this is what's caused the murder
Fair
of
enough.
three people that's under his
Mhm.
protection. Yeah.
Maybe they can have a little talk about that.
Yeah. So Hassan has gotten a lot darker recently, and that's why he's like, fuck this. Like, Federal, did you try to did you stick yourself in the prison? Because you're trying to double cross us, you motherfucker? like that's like where like Hassan's at now.
I love
He's-
that too, because like he had this thrust upon him that he would have these people that he'd be in charge of. Like this
Yeah.
isn't something he would probably naturally have
Right,
done.
yeah, he
and then
didn't
he took
want
it really seriously.
And
Yeah.
they're all fucking dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all dead.
Yeah, so he failed basically.
Shit. That's a downer, Dad. Fucking. Something I liked about the session was the voice work, the variety, the instantly shifting. You know, you reminded me of on talk shows they used to have people that allegedly had multiple personality disorder. You'd be like, can we talk to Johnny now? And you're like, I'm Johnny. I'm 18 years old. And you're like, can we talk to Frank? I'm Frank. I'm a biker. You know? And it was very much that, like, turn on a dime. Something another player did, I thought I liked the clever attempts to get into the room, and especially the water
Yeah.
that was really
technique.
It was very
Like
creative.
would have a lot of stuff that would have worked. I like that we all became like bumbling fools with dice rolls.
It's not my favorite today.
And then my favorite line, I want to say was ah.
A full scream.
And I might go with that, but I was partial to Ernest Honor Castle saying, "A dragon like the closest I've ever seen." This voice that you're doing is Harold Pinter's Nobel speech. If you want to look that one up, do you know what I'm talking about?
I do!
How did the dead body die? Did you see the dead body?
It's wild.
It's very much that voice.
Yes.
Anyway, his seen a dragon fly? Fly! Very, it was good, so thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh, that takes a lot out of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You committed to the bit. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
that's the only good impression I do.
Did you touch the dead body? Did you feel the dead body?
He read it's whatever. Look at
If you
it.
do it lazier, it hurts less.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do calm, like.
Homer!
So it's Homer's dad. It came from Homer's dad. The
Grandpa
Yeah.
Simpson.
Hey.
Yeah. Abraham Simpson. Okay, so yeah, good session, good game. We had to wait 3 weeks to play it instead of 2. As soon as I say some more comments, we can talk about scheduling. Let's see. Yes, has some depth of emotion, very cool, and everyone being concerned about gentle repose, and then the sort of play between ritual casting versus someone being tortured, and like I was definitely planning to like hammer home the idea that you shouldn't have let them suffer for so long, but you guys were already figuring it out before you went there, and you're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't ritual cast because people are being tortured somewhere. So it handled itself. Yeah, so that. And yeah, dude, like you've got two rings that are free spells.
Yes.
Like no one can even kill you, and you're like, where's my counter spell? You just took 2 level 4 spells, and you're like, I need a counter spell scroll. Then you're holding one, and you're like, well, just take 6 hours, and you'll have it. You're like, nah.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
Why
next
wouldn't you
session.
just
I'm
copy
taking
it?
it. Yeah.
We'll see.
Why wouldn't you just
I'm
copy
taking
it?
Well, you have at least 2 weeks to torture yourself, to argue with yourself about that. Yeah, Julie, the little staring at me and saying a little jibe thing. You did that 2 or 3 times. It was very forceful and made whoever I was playing scared of Una. And Jasper, it was very kind of you to go with him to the library.
Yes, thank you.
To not make him go off by himself and to watch him. And you're
I was actually primarily trying to find Paul. Yeah.
but your
Yeah.
your Welrar imitation was
So
is the height
Thank you very much.
of the evening. No problem.
Thank you very much. This is how Abba sings.
And yeah, Laura, I enjoyed the moment where you searched the zombies' pockets. So yeah, that was very fun.